and then we know.
What if I just never told you? What if I just sat here?
Eventually, we'd be like, sure,
We'd
live by now.
We're live now?
Oh.
All right, and we're
Call it.
live, presumably. I don't know, there's miscommunication, but welcome to BlackwaterDnD, the place where everyone has a good time all the time because we're playing with our friends.
Oh, no, that's
There's no
that's
joke
true.
tonight.
No.
I'm really happy to be here. And something we were talking about just before we went rolling that I really enjoyed was the fact that, guys, you ever think about the waves that must have rippled through the shark community when hammerheads arrived? Because like,
I thought you were gonna say Sharknado. That's right.
I was
No,
ready
no.
for somewhere
But
that to go. So
sharks
we're so different.
have been being sharks since before dinosaurs.
Mhm,
Like
mhm.
T-Rex came along and said, "Thank you, Papa Shark, for existing before me."
Right.
And like a great white more or less has existed like since water has, at my understanding of biology. And so
Your understanding
hammerheads,
is flawed, but go
no,
on.
it's correct.
let 'em go.
Hammerheads are the new hotness. Like they are the Tesla model iPhone 6.
I mean, I'm
on the
pretty sure
block.
like all sharks are like real glad there's no more megalodon, you know, so that they can be the apex predators out there. Because megalodon was the apex
Yeah,
predator
the great white's like, I'm the daddy now.
Yeah, megalodon used to be the daddy, and great whites are like.
I
I'm the
guess there
daddy
was
now.
a time where Great White Shark was just little brother, like forced to be
Mhm.
Luigi when they played Mario Kart.
And then
and,
there's those like coalanths that are like.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Oh,
it
yeah.
Does that mean that all sharks are now living in a version of Luigi's Mansion then? Is that where this is?
No. Little brother didn't get to play Luigi's Mansion until very recently when they introduced Gooigi. What I'm saying is
Okay.
Great White Shark was second fiddle to Megalodaddy, as he was called at the
yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
To his
Um,
friends.
Yeah.
enemies.
So Megalodon did get to play Luigi's Mansion on the Nintendo GameCube, but not
think-
two-player, so no Great White. Yes, Tim Carlson.
Do you think that whale sharks, when they got on the scene, other sharks were like, "You fucking traitor! Like, fuck you! Don't stop
Pick
it.
a lane,
Come on.
asshole.
You're
You're
making us
one or the
look
other.
bad. Oh, you're just a big old whale."
I guess this is the question that we must ask ourselves: are sharks traditionalists, or do they, like, as a culture?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or do
have
they
not
welcome
changed for so
innovation?
long.
They're for
Dude, I don't-
sure traditionalists.
I don't think
For
the
sure.
sharks. No, I don't think the sharks were mad at the whale sharks. I think the whales were mad at the orcas being like, we are a peaceful people, and you have chosen the shark way. Like,
Yeah, I've
I
chosen
feel
violence.
like the
It
whales
offends
would be
us greatly.
real pissed about the orcas' choice.
I feel
But
like if they
sperm
gotta be
whales,
mad at the
though.
orc, yes,
But I guess they're the guardians. They're protecting us from the giant squid. Like, come on.
They are.
Don't pick on the seals.
Please.
Yeah, seals ain't hurting anybody. Except those
Guys,
Those
penguins,
guys are
though.
fun.
Blackwater D&D, your choice for Saturday Dungeons and Dragons, and also ocean
Whale
types.
facts. These
Whale
are all whale
facts.
facts.
Blackwater D&D, where we talk all things blackfish in the water.
Oh,
Boom! Brought it
sad.
back to orcas.
Very well done. Well done.
I've heard that.
Loki.
I recently read that there are two types of like orcas. Just like,
Transient, non-transient. That's right, bro.
yeah, dude. Some that
Those-
eat meat and some that just eat fish.
Those transient orcas will fuck you up, dude. They're basically the
Oh.
biker gangs of orcas.
Yeah,
They're
it's
bad
crazy.
news.
And
They're
they don't like each other. They're like, no, we don't like those meat eaters. And the fish ones are like, and the meat eaters like, we don't like those fish ones. We're gonna eat them. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's bad news.
Should we roll that
Guys,
intro?
yeah, I think so. Please save me
Yeah.
from this bit that I stumbled into. Oh yeah, we have to turn the bits off. Bye.
When you're stuck in quarantine and there's nothing on TV, come on down, come and see Blackwater D&D.
Yes.
Rogue really wants to snuggle with me.
It's
but there's
amazing
not a lot
that-
of space.
Adam sings that live every week, and it sounds perfect every time.
Crisp,
Every
identical.
time.
I do my best.
Super.
He's a consistent
Uh,
man.
Okay, so I'm going to jump into some announcements this evening. I have a bunch of them, so we will kick them off. A big thank you to our partners and sponsors. Legend Crafts Kickstarter is live and it is fully funded. So they're now working on stretch goals like new veneers and customizations for Pathfinder and D&D 3.5e. We got in early, and all of the pledges help Legend Craft do amazing things. They've got more projects coming down the pipe too, like their Vanguard RPG piracy screen. As well as a bunch of other things made with the steel core and wood veneer. So if you back the project and you use our code Blackwater later when they collect your information through Backer Kit, you get free art and name customization because you're a Blackwater fan. Lucky you. You can get your character's name and the class logo, or even the Blackwater logo if you want it. And all of the designs for that are done by the amazing Tiana, our campaign artist. Silverwing Armory. Today is the last day to get orders in for them before Christmas break. They're there for all of your RPG paper product needs. You can use the code Blackwater at checkout for 10% off. Big thank you to Tiana and Keisha, our art and dice patrons. Please check them out on Instagram and give them a follow. All of their info is at !artists and !dice if you put that in the chat. Merchandise. Do you want to get sweet? Rogue does. Do you want to get sweet Blackwater merch on your bod or in your life? Then head over to our Teespring store. We can't wait to show off ours. It should be here next week. And we know a few of the Gravel Boy community out there in the Gravelverse have gotten some of their merch already. So if you have it, send us your pictures over Instagram or send them to BlackwaterDnD@gmail.com and we will feature you all over the place. So we're really excited about merch. You can type !merch in the chat to find the URL to take you there. This was a new announcement that we had on Thursday, but today we're officially announcing our coffee. So we have been asked a couple times over the last little while about ways to donate to us outside of subscriptions here on Twitch, like whether we were going to start a Patreon or something along those lines. So as a really nice middle ground for us, we've started a coffee. If you type !support or !donate in the chat, it'll take you right there to the link. All of the funds that come to us, whether from subscriptions or merchandise or any of these donations, go towards things like equipment improvements, future projects that we're putting together, internet fees and costs and stuff for keeping this channel running. So they're all so appreciated and they mean a lot to us. We're also looking into ways to give back to those of you who subscribe to us and donate to us here on the show as a show of thanks for all of the support and the amazing community that really comes from you folks. Like, we are so excited and proud to be part of this thing, and it's really amazing that you folks out there have created this wonderful community that just tends to run itself, which is really lovely, because it spurs cool projects like this thing. I've got a lore club update, and I talked about this on Thursday, but for those of you who weren't there Thursday, you guys, we have a community lore project, and I'm really excited about this. Our amazing mod, the New Experience Network, is in the process of setting up a community lore project that's going to go through the histories of Blackwater and compile an archive, whether that's for a wikia or something along those lines. It's a brand new project. Mwah, I'm so excited about it. So if you want to get involved, type !lore in the chat and it'll take you to a Google form to get in contact with him and join in the fun. I'm also thinking that Lore Club is going to need t-shirts, journals. I was saying this on Thursday. Jen pitched tattoos. And I'm also thinking Lettermans and a whole bunch of cool things like that. So Lore Club, I'm really excited. And another Lore Club update. We have another YouTube exclusive video that should be up as of like right now. I put it up today. It is the newest audio archives, which are episodes covering the 6 months arc. It is an audio only release in our history and lore section, so please go check it out. I'm almost done. I'm almost there, I promise. Chatwater, on Monday, myself and Sean and Yanis are finishing the speed run through the Valsoom arc. We will be talking about the Tomb of the Raven Queen, and we will be going through that in its entirety and talking about why it's important. It'll add some context around the Matron of Vengeance and a whole bunch of other things. So please come check that out. We're very excited, and the audio archives of the Valsoom arc will be up soon after that. And probably one of the biggest announcements we have is behind the screen. Next week, we have a brand new guest coming to join us. Our guest for this month is named Greg, and he's from the show on YouTube, How to Drink. So he has he's started a D&D channel here or a gaming channel here on Twitch. So we're really excited to have him come join us and the lads of Blackwater to talk all things DMing and what his show is like. So please come check it out Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on our channel. And then finally, next Thursday, we are back with what is potentially the last episode of the Frostlands of Fenrillic, DM'd by Sean Deppner, featuring Jen and Len and myself and Matt, to see what happens on this crazy island that we're on. And we're in the middle of an aurora, and it's going to be bad, and it's fun. So please come check that out. Other than that, I got nothing else. Let's play some fucking Dungeons and Dragons.
Right, I got a point of order because I had a suspicion when we were having the shark discussion. Hammerhead sharks existed before megalodons.
What?
Yeah.
Granddaddy.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Megalodons
Daddy.
existed.
So I guess the
yeah.
question should be: do you think hammerheads were like, "What is everybody doing?
Yeah.
Why is
Why
everybody
your
changing their
eyes?
heads?
What are you doing?
Guys,
this is
we
a good head
agreed.
shape. Come
We
on.
agreed this was the cool thing to do.
No, I think
Axe
Tim
head,
has it.
hammerhead, sword head.
Tim has it spot on. They all showed up to school, and Hammerhead was like, "Guys, this was the thing we were doing," and everyone else was like,
We've done this for years. Why are we changing it up now?
You guys are jerks.
So
You guys
so
are jerks.
Hammerheads came in and said, "We're doing live births." And it was like dinosaur times. And everyone said that's not a good idea. We're gonna keep laying weird shark eggs.
No, the hammerhead sharks were around the Paleocenic era, and the megalodons were later in the Verticallian era.
Oh, that clears it up because I know both those words.
It's like 2 epochs after the Jurassic era.
Is this because we're nervous to fight giants, guys? Is that what this is? Is this because we're nervous to fight giants?
Tim, are we
I'm
fighting giants? What happened last time? Could you tell us?
No, we're fighting
planning
sharks.
campaign 2 right now. This is campaign 2.
Oh
Are we
my
all
God.
sharks?
Are we
We're
all
all
just in
sharks.
case? We're just planning it just in
Yes.
case, right?
Can't promise me that. You can't promise me that, Tim, and not
Oh,
deliver
sure.
on me getting to play
It's
a
called Street
shark.
Sharks. It's a street shark.
Yeah.
Jawsome.
It's based
Shark.
in the world of Street
Yeah.
Sharks.
Okay,
but
okay.
Shark.
Pre them being
Shark Water 2.
all right, so for those of you just joining us tonight, last week, as Blackwater took their much-earned rest, Callie was visited by the Wild Mother herself after hearing Callie's request to take a new oath. Met by her fallen sisters in the grove of a green chapel, she was released of her oath of vengeance, having brought the end of Baron von Kron. As she released the anger and hatred, she felt her divine power slip away as the Wild Mother lay a new path ahead of her. A test of devotion saw Callie rescue an owl bear and transported to the spot she married her wife, Queen Kamea Skysinger. It was there a new oath was sworn, the oath of the crown. The following morning, Blackwater once again pressed on, following the map of their companion Limerick, who they discovered had borrowed the Chaos Talisman, deciding to attempt to rescue Kindry on his own. So they made their way through the rocky terrain towards the crater on the map. As they came across 2 stone huts, they saw a giant covered in large furs and runes upon its skin. After an attempt at diplomacy was made, Letters found himself surrounded by 2 more armor-clad giants behind him as they decided to try and to take him as an offering to Moroz Viek. Blackwater leapt into action. After a difficult fight, which saw Letters killed and revived, the giants were dispatched, and as Blackwater finished up a short rest, Rilauven reached out to Finin. The abundance of Saracite in the mountain could be felt, and with it, an intense emotional energy could be felt by Rilauven, a deep anger coursing through this place. As Finin took this information to the party, an immense chorus of bellows shook the mountainsides. And that's where we will pick up, as the massive cry kind of echoes and slowly fades.
Now, is it a bellow of like anguish because they know that they've been destroyed and that their end is coming? Like, is that, or is it a bellow of like fear because they're running away from us because they know we're coming? Like, one of those two. It can only be one of those two.
It's neither. It is very much it's strange. There is a discord to it, and it is almost like a primal kind of battle cry, I would say.
Well, I wish it wasn't.
Tim, how far are we away from this big hole?
You're not sure exactly. You can make a survival check to see if you can figure out kind of where you are on the map that you have.
If
Hey,
I see what-
Callie, where are we on this map?
Can I look at the map and see where we are on it?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna tap a shoulder for the guidance for that one. So plus a D4 BB.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. That's as 50% as it could be. 25.
25. You reckon you're probably 4 hours from the edge of the crater or relatively close, judging by your map?
Okay, I would relay that information.
We can't stay here. They will come looking here, or we'll expect people to come. These giants that we have dispatched to come from here to the cool.
I'm going to start casting the thing that lets us read each other's minds for an hour. And I just say, I trust what the group is going to come up with, and I take myself out of the conversation.
Should we walk towards it? Find somewhere to... I know we're not at our full capacity right now. Should we find somewhere to rest or scope out what we're dealing with?
Have just taken a short rest.
Right.
What do you think, Finin?
I think the first thing we need to do is find out more about what's going on in that that hole. If we can find a way to scout forward, get a good look. How far did we say the distance was? Sorry.
4 hours.
4 hours. What time is it now?
It's about noon.
I think our best direction is forward at the moment.
I think so too. Preferably sneakily, if we can.
No, of course.
Tim, as you look over at the crater, what sort of options do we have here for approach?
You can't actually see you can't quite see the edge of it. You can kind of see where the landscape kind of starts to change.
Sure.
So you kind of guess about where it is. But ahead of you, it's mostly rocky and icy terrain. There, you can see there is a bit of a path that kind of leads towards these two huts that continues on and kind of winds through some of the larger rock formations. But there isn't any vegetation. It's
completely bare vegetation. So if we were going sort of in a straight line, it would just be basically like staying low and going rock to rock.
Mm-hmm.
That can I see any giants?
Make a perception check.
Yeah.
You can have guidance on that one.
And you can see the way the rock
so
formations are, it's not like flat terrain. It's pretty kind of jagged. So you would have some cover.
I'll take a 20 on that. Dirty.
Okay. You see some movement a ways in the distance, kind of on the right-hand side. You can see some movement kind of over some of the taller rocks, but it's quite far away. It's kind of right at the edges of where you can see, and they aren't moving towards you. They're kind of moving.
Yeah.
They're actually moving away. They're moving that way, farther to the right.
Sure. So we have basically like this valley ahead of us full of rocks.
Mm-hmm.
On the way to the crater. If we went really far to the left or right, what would we get those ways?
You can see like this area goes on for a bit, and then
Yeah.
you get more kind of mountainside, as there is kind of like a chain of mountains that sort of surround this area. So the farther you go, it kind of starts to flatten out into mountainside.
It
On the right hand side, it's a little bit different. It continues in that kind of rocky formation,
Yeah.
and you can see there is another valley that kind of splits off. Like there's, if you almost imagine it like an L shape.
Finin, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like those mountainsides are going to be too exposed. It seems like our only direction is through the middle.
Yeah, that's not going to be easy.
It's no, it's not
It's not ideal.
not ideal, but it seems like if that's the direction that we're going, there's not a lot of other choice.
It
I
would
can
do go ahead, Finin.
Sorry, I can change this to be the color of the stones and cast a spell to make us more stealthy, but beyond that, I'm not sure.
I think it's sorry, Nepentha.
No. I think that's a wonderful. I was literally going to ask about the color of us. I thought it might help. I think it would behoove us to see if we can get any extra information. We don't know much about what we're walking into. I have one thing. If we're here for a moment and Letters is still working on his spell, I think it's worth it to try and get a little bit of, if there's anything I can get from Garrosh, the Horn of War. I know I brought it up before. He might be able to help, and at least he knows what we're going. So if something perilous happens, someone knows where we are. And he was very amenable to us before. Does that sound all right with everyone?
Yeah.
Fine.
Finin, are you all right?
Yeah, just lost a vast majority of my blood. I'll be fine. The short rest was lovely. It's really pepped me up. I'm good to go. I'm just a little befuddled from it. If we get close enough, I can maybe send in the cat, but I think our best. Sorry.
No,
Nephi, you
go. No, please, Finin.
So, I think our best approach is I change our color. I make us stealthier, and perhaps Kokanee, you can put silence on Neppy and Callie if she needs it.
It doesn't follow.
Doesn't follow. That is deeply inconvenient.
Oh, geez, my 10 minutes are up. We can all talk in our minds because I want to be part of this conversation again. I've got the idea.
Okay.
Finin, you can see everything forever, and you're the stealthiest guy we got. I cast Fly on you. You go straight up, have a look around, get a literal lay of the land, come back down, and we make our call from there.
Great.
How
Let's
do
get
you feel
that
about that?
first.
My only reservation is if we're wanting to take a longer rest and we don't take a longer rest and we go to investigate, we could get stuck in something that we can't get ourselves out of.
We can't go into any type of altercation, which is what I was going to say. Thank you, Kylie. With what could potentially be a patron or demigod of some description. We cannot go in without a full capacity. At least we have to try. I have a sense we won't be able to, but we have to at least try.
I imagine if we are going to take a rest and make an assumption that after that we will be going and fighting this thing, that soon is probably the only time. I fear that if we make an approach of any variety, that we will be unable to make that choice anymore quite quickly.
That's a good point.
I think we're on a bit of a clock.
The other thing that concerns me, and we don't know, but there is a possibility that Rysel is aware that we have what we have.
Mm.
And if he does, I think it's possible he doesn't, but if he does, and he is able to watch us, because he's quite powerful, he will be waiting until the exact moment that he can to appear when we are at our weakest. Grab it and get out of here. So we have to be careful about that. I would be very hesitant at the moment to split up too far.
Agreed. Because, I mean, he's going to have to take this item from me, from my cold dead body. There's absolutely no way. And he'd have to know it. It's here first.
True.
I feel like
We're
if
in our
Mr.
heads at this
Page-
point.
Yeah, sure. What item do we
The
have
Hand of
that he
Aya.
needs? Oh yeah, that thing. Yes, of course. Sorry.
I mean, of course, he'd have to reforge it in the Kopesh. But that is one step closer to him being able to use the Orphea, if he has not already found some way to use the Orphea without it. Let me call Garrosh.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cast Sending to Garrosh Yarak, the Horn of War.
Sounds good.
Hello,
Does that dude have
Garrosh.
a big horn that makes war happen?
Calling the Horn of War summons the Breaker of Wills to wherever the Eye of the Storm is. The Eye of the Storm is in Wolfreen, so not
Okay, shit.
necessarily helpful up here.
Yeah.
But I was thinking the same thing. But we'd have to get Ram here, and that would be bad.
Hello, Garrosh. Hope you're all right. I need your help. We're far north, Mirakara, near Moroz Viek. Any information you have, though brief, would help greatly.
That's 25.
Neppy, good to hear your voice. You are near Moroz Viek. That is dangerous. Beware the Crystalborn and the Elders. They are his guard. Her guard, I should say. Her guard and her ambassadors.
Garrosh called the giants the Crystalborn and
With
the
all the
elders.
crystals in their armor,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
And the elders, which I am assuming are the mages. Moroz Viek is her. And they are her guard and ambassadors. So there will be more. That's
Not
all I
very
could get in 25
diplomatic as
words.
far as ambassadors go. I mean, I feel like ambassadors are better at talking, but I mean, I guess that's ambassadors for giants. Okay. I mean,
Something.
yeah.
So, my thoughts are as follows. I think that unless we see something that changes it, we should all get disguised as much as Finin can, and we travel. I think we wait here, take a long rest if we can, and then travel by night towards the bowl, as Finin will have the best advantage over the giants then. And if he sees them before they see him, he can get, if he's riding 20 or 30 feet ahead of us, he can come back and give us our best shot at hiding properly as they approach. We can then wait till sun up, see if we can get a view of the crater down into the crater before then, and make our call on our play then. But that seems like
I think night will be a good option.
Do we want to do the fly Finin now? Because he can make himself the color of the sky. I feel like that's a relatively low risk, high information
I think that's,
operation.
I think that's
Wonderful.
excellent.
Disguise self to be mottled white and blue.
Drew a
yeah.
cloud on himself.
Do you wind beneath your wings? Still working on the verbal component of that one.
I slowly lift up with great, just like disappointment, looking at letters, and then I just fly.
Okay.
I'm gonna fly as high as possible, and
I
then
want to drop concentration so much for that stat, but I'll allow it.
Make a perception check.
27.
27. So you do see immediately the kind of like rocky terrain around you. You can see on the right-hand side, there are 2 stone towers that when you were ground level, it was hard to pick them out along the kind of along the mountainside. But now that you're up higher, you're able to get a better kind of angle on them, and you can see the way the sun hits them where the shadows are. And you see there is almost kind of more of a path that leads out that way, kind of in a bit of a canyon. To 2 stone towers there. You can see a number of giants kind of stationed there. Beyond that, there looks to be kind of a winding, narrower path that leads down, as well as the path ahead of you kind of weaves its way through to kind of the lip of the crater. And you can see, you can see into the basin of the crater. It's probably about, 80 feet across. It's not huge. But the like height of the lip is probably about 100 feet maybe, kind of, but it's a fairly like it's not super steep. It's kind of been worn down at this point. So it's like probably 30 degrees or so, maybe a little less. But you can see in the set, like along the edges of the crater, you can see a number of caves that lead into the mountainside. And in the center is a massive ice and stone, what looks like a throne. And at the moment, there is nothing sitting in the throne.
Is there like movement around that in the basin? Like
you can see some movement near the caves, kind of near the edges, but it's difficult to tell. You can also see a number of with a 27, you're able to pick out a few kind of patrols of giants. You can you're just catching glints of armor. There doesn't seem to be any in your immediate vicinity, but as you get closer to the lip, you realize as one is kind of heading across, you may have to they may intersect your path by the time you get there.
I'll fly down and relay all the information you just told me. From what I can tell, cave systems where they live, I can make us specially sneaky for 2 hours if I'm making us look like rocks, which will take all 3 of my spells. But that's 2 out of 4 hours. We also probably want to take great care on those 2 towers. I would assume that they are warning systems of some sort.
They're ways off to the right.
Oh, okay.
I feel like if resting till nightfall is a good call, but you got a sense it seems like there's one patrol maybe heading in our way. If we can get a little closer before, because if we just find somewhere peaceful, Yana, presumably you've got the mansion.
Yeah.
We get 2 hours closer. That's no small thing. And Adam, Finin, it sounds like that's doable in the next 2 hours.
Yeah, I can do that.
Tim, do I see any sort of anywhere between a third and 2/3 of the way there? Do I see any big outcroppings of rocks or something that we seem to maybe could like get under or in some variety?
Yeah, with your perception check earlier, you would have seen there are a handful of those that you can see where the kind of larger stones have kind of shifted and kind of created those kind of more narrow passageways through. And you can even see kind of in as you look beyond the sort of initial path. There's parts of it that are covered just by natural kind of rocks falling onto each other, and ice flows and stuff like that, slowly clearing out a path as they melt and things like that.
Okay, well, I'll point to one that looks to be about 2 hours along.
Okay.
Let's aim for there.
Absolutely.
Good. Yes.
We'll need someone keeping track of the time so that when my first casting of stealthiness is coming close to the end, I can re-up it on you because I'll be scouting ahead.
Happy to.
Okay.
Tim, before we leave, I'd love to take off my turtle knapsack. That is the thing from, not the hunger, the ravaged. What were the
hunger? Yeah, that was the
No,
one
no,
you killed.
Yeah,
The ones that were
leave my
fucking with the
thing.
bear?
That was the hunger.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave my thing from the hunger, the trophy that I took. We're just gonna leave it at the scene where these other dead giants are, because I don't think it's gonna be that impressive, and it might stir some shit up. We'll see.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Sounds good. All right. I'll have everyone make stealth checks.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace and Seeming on everyone, so that everyone looks like mottled to the color of the ground that is by me. I don't want to specify anything without. Just looks like the ground. Everyone's blended in.
Does that give us advantage like it did last time, Tim?
Yes. Yeah, with Seeming. Yeah.
I'm gonna
You're the
cast
best.
guidance
Yeah,
on
because
myself.
this terrain is more or less.
I'll cast guidance on. Who else needs it? Callie?
uniform-ish.
Yeah.
I'll cast guidance on Callie.
Okay. With Pass Without a Trace?
Hmm.
Oh, this is great. 30.
I got a 31, which is literally as high as I can get.
32.
Nice.
32.
29.
Nice.
35.
All right. So yeah, you managed to move very, very quietly. Who is leading?
I'll be 20 to 30 feet ahead of everyone.
I'll have you make a perception check for me.
I would like to be behind where Finin is, like with the group, but first one behind Finin.
My dice are spicy today. That's a 29.
Nice. So after about 2 hours, after about an hour, you nearing the end of your spell, but it is still up nearing. But you kind of head around like sort of a natural bend in the stone, and you've got a bit of cover overhead, and it starts to dip down a bit. And just as you sort of step around, you go to land your feet, and then you instinctively pull back. As you can see, the ice a little farther down on this path is like, it goes down for about 5 feet, and then there is almost like a pool of ice. But you see the shade is slightly different, and you just happen to notice like a piece of ice just kind of fall as you're coming around the corner. As it hits the ice at the bottom, there's kind of like, it sort of ripples with more viscosity than ice should have.
And that's in our path.
It's kind of around the corner on the path that you are currently on. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put my hand up and gesture for them to come forward, and I'm going to stay in place where I'm at.
You'd come take a look.
Tim, do I know about oozes? We've seen oozes before,
You've
right?
seen oozes, yeah, and yeah, you've seen oozes. This doesn't look like an ooze you've come across before.
It's an icy ooze.
Like now that you've he's pointed it out, you can see sort of that it does like the way that it sort of spreads out. It spreads out for the next sort of like 20 feet of this kind of area.
And is there can we take like a circuitous route around it? Or?
Yeah, you could backtrack a little bit and kind of head around. There are other ways you can go.
For sure.
Let's do that.
I'm gonna.
I'll have you as you re-up the spell, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll re-up the spell.
I'll have you want to make one more stealth check for me.
The seeming lasts for 8 hours though, so
sounds
of
good.
that.
Yeah, still at advantage then.
Oh, woof, that's not super great.
Well, that advantage because it was a 2 and a 16, so 36.
I got
20.
20.
24.
24,
19.
19.
26.
I got 26.
29.
29. All right. And Plax was very good as well. All right. Okay. So you travel for another just under an hour, about 50 minutes. And you're getting close to kind of a spot that you had picked out. Now that you've kind of come around, you found another passageway. Being kind of cautious. I'll have you make one more perception check for me, Finin.
26.
Yeah. Being kind of cautious, you now, having seen that one, you're kind of attuned to what you're looking for. And you see one other kind of off a little ways from the path that you're on, and you kind of give it a wide berth and it doesn't seem to move at all. But as you're kind of getting closer, you feel kind of a stop as you all are kind of crouched under a bit of a lip of a large stone. You kind of wait for a second as it's quiet. You kind of hear the scraping of stone on stone. And you hear a kind of thud as the stone above you kind of shakes a bit. You can see the dust falling. And you hear as the footsteps get quieter and quieter.
Oh, it's like the fucking scene in The Fellowship where the horse is above them on the road, the ring road.
Ah.
Oh.
And as you kind of slowly, you give it enough time as it kind of fades after 5 minutes, you can't hear it anymore. You're very close to where you kind of the spot that you had picked out, just as the spell is coming to an end. So you find kind of a nice...
Can we tell what this individual did to that big rock to make the dust come off of it?
It sounded like he jumped
up on
when
it.
you
Yeah,
look, yeah, like when you looked up, like there was he leapt from one large rock across.
Oh,
Cool.
God.
Very cool.
So you find a kind of large rock and ice formation that is it's a bit of a culvert, and you can see has shelter on 3 of the sides, and the ice kind of forms like a natural kind of a barrier kind of that curves around a bit in this kind of somewhat sheltered area. What would you
guess this is the spot, right? Do we want to mansion up?
Let's do it. Let's get a rest in, if we can.
How long does it take, Yana?
10 minutes.
You're muted, my dear, I think.
10 minutes. It's not that long.
I thought it took a minute. Didn't we have a whole fight over the course of a minute when you were doing that thing?
Yeah, we had an 8-minute fight. It's a 10-minute spell, I think.
Oh,
sorry, it's 1 minute. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
1
okay,
minute.
yeah, that checks out.
It's 10 rounds. 10 rounds.
Yeah,
Sorry,
not
you're
100.
right. Brain. Yeah,
would've been
it's
a- that
1
would've been a
minute. It's
40
not that long
hour.
at all. Look, I'm done casting it. We finished this conversation.
They kind of the familiar door appear just to you.
I would like to see if I can get some high ground and see what's ahead of us for the next little bit.
Yeah, that I can do.
Oh,
I'm the
yeah,
wind beneath your wings.
Sky is the highest ground of all. Okay,
I feel
I'm
good
gonna
about this.
disguise self so that I look like the sky, and I shoot up.
Make a perception check for me.
20. Dirty 20.
Oh, I don't like that Tim's rolling.
Well,
I know.
I am a dude shooting straight up into the sky.
Okay.
Invisible,
So
but-
you have a look around, and you can see the path ahead is you're relatively close to the edge of the crater. You're probably about an hour and a half away, and you can see it's the stone as you get closer. The stones are quite a bit larger, but there looks to be kind of cracks in between. They may be narrower passages though. It doesn't look as kind of spread out as it seems like the the rock. The impact from whatever this crater did kind of pushed the rock up and out. So it'll be a little bit slower going as you kind of weave your way back through, but it seems like there's more cover. The other thing you see that you didn't see before is near the throne, you see a gargantuan dragon. Or not dragon, gargantuan giant.
Oh my god! I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
It's a dragon
Surprise!
giant. Tim.
No, it's a giant, a gargantuan giant. And you can see it's like there appears to be about 9 heads that you can count. All kind of like you see one kind of large mass, and there are like heads of varying sizes growing on the shoulders and out the sides of the face. It is grotesque. And
the one I saw only had 3, right, in my vision?
Yes, it only had 3 in your vision. And you can see its massive arms. Not only has 2, but it has 2 underneath of these like huge, like muscular arms. As it stands kind of hand on the throne, it kind of looks out, and you see like its head, like a number of the heads kind of twist as much as they can towards where you are. And you see it scoop up a stone and hurl it through the air.
We're an hour and a half away.
Okay, that
That's
is
9 heads.
that's only a 15 to hit.
Is it daylight? If it is, that hits.
It is daylight.
Yeah, no.
Oh
no.
my god.
That's definitely gonna hit me.
Okay. So you it totally catches you off guard. The speed at which this thing like hurls this stone, you don't expect it to come near you, and it smokes you out of the sky, and you take 33 points of bludgeoning damage as you like kind of careen backwards. What would you like to do?
I'm immediately going to start flying downwards, but my trajectory is going to be away from where the mansion's being made, and I'm going to cast Silent Image so that 2 of me split away from myself, so that it looks like there's like more of me flying, just to create some confusion.
All right. So as you fly down, you hear another like horrible roar just echo out, just like many chorus of voices kind of like rip across the mountainside as you dive down into the rocks below. I need you to make a stealth check for me.
Do I get advantage?
You're still under seeming, right?
I'm still under seeming, yeah.
Yeah.
It's 8 hours.
Yeah. Although you changed it to the sky.
That's the sky self. I can just drop that.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Then yeah.
Would you believe it? 2 natural ones. So.
Oh no! Fuck.
So that's an 11.
Okay. So as you land, you hear a above you. You are in kind of a narrow area, but you see up above, you can see like the shadow of a giant kind of leap across. It seems to have seen you dive beneath these rocks. What would you like to do? It has seen you.
How far is he from us?
He's a little ways.
We can see this giant.
No, you're down in the culvert.
Oh,
We saw him get hit though, right?
No, I'm gonna get hit.
You
don't know necessarily where he went.
I am going to very quietly be like, I'm really sorry. I'm going to cast Phantom Steed with my staff and be like, run. And I'm just going to have it like book it away from where the mansion's going as fast as it can.
Okay. So it just takes off. I will allow you to make one more stealth check then. This will just be a straight.
Okay.
Hello, my little
As a
Nifty's
23.
23. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you.
I hated that.
As Shadowfact tears off in the opposite direction, you see like a part of the giant as you kind of duck around behind a stone. You hear it land in this crevasse, like as it takes off. You see it. You can hear it running through the crevasse as you.
I wait a beat and then I take off.
Yeah. As you quietly make your way back to the mansion.
Rock to rock.
Yeah.
Oh, you sent the horse out and it chased the horse?
Yeah.
God.
Fucking clever.
Yeah.
That is great.
My entire thing is about trying to get away from things, and thank God it worked. I get to the mansion and guys, where's the door? Guys, where's?
Get inside. Come on.
You
Oh,
can
there
see
it
the
is.
door.
Okay. No, I know it's really hard to see when you're like not sure where to look for it. I went up before the door was like fully, and I slip in through, and I'm like, that went southward, very fast. She, whatever the fuck that was, has
Yeah,
a mean arm. Or
you
a
can see the
few.
heads seem to have like some have female features, some have male features. It's all a mix.
Like, I can't help but be impressed. That was a hell of a throw. Also, I think we need to reevaluate what the elders might be. I think the elders might be the three-headed ones, because I've seen a couple of three-headed ones in my visions.
Did you see a couple three-headed ones, or is the same three-headed one that is now a nine-headed one?
That's a great question. I don't know.
Maybe they just got more heads.
Maybe their heads just kept growing.
We also, if from what you were saying before, we have a sense that those visions you had were quite a long time ago. So perhaps growing more heads in the meantime might not be such a stretch.
True.
But good to
I
keep an
have
eye on, yes.
probably all of my ribs are broken.
Can I help you?
No. We can rest. But just if I like don't wake up,
Finin.
just like a lot of internal bleeding. It's
Will you
just
at
maybe
least let
have
me
someone
heal you?
sleep nearby me.
Finin, if in the eventuality that something happens.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night, just in case, I'm going to put a 4th level cure wounds into him.
All right.
I'm not one to back down from a fight, but should we take a second to reevaluate our goals here? I feel like we initially wanted to see what was in the crater. We have found out it's a big throne with a worse, bigger giant in it. We don't know the significance of the throne, and I know Blackwater style would pretty much be march up there and kill everything in our path. But what is the ultimate objective here? I was hoping that when we saw what was in the throne, all would be revealed, and that is not the case. Guys, Drow are pests for these giants, right? We know that. I speak Undercommon. I speak and write Undercommon. The Drow speak and write Undercommon, as far as I know. I have Skywrite. The giants, presumably, well, maybe they do, maybe they don't, speak Undercommon. We could create a rendezvous with the pesky Drow and get a little something going on.
That's assuming they're above ground.
Fuck, you're right.
I'd also say these hills are pretty well populated, because I landed a little ways away from here, and there was a giant right there.
Also 29 to you. Finin.
Oh, lovely.
Yes.
Go ahead, Yana.
I kind of have to agree with you, Letters. I'm not sure that going into a giant crater where there's a 9-headed monster who's probably not going to want to try diplomacy is our best move right now. I don't know what are we going to get from this?
We've got to find the Drow. Right?
Yeah.
They're refugees. Now, I prepared something today that I may be able to speak with Her Grace, and she may be able to give me a vision. I'm going to ask for a vision. I can ask for a vision of where to find the Drow.
Let's do that. I think at this point, that's a great yes.
I prepared to divine today. I thought it might be necessary. All right, I can do that. It will take me. Let me figure out how long this spell takes. Oh, great. Okay. You'd watch as Neppy pulls out some incense, lights some incense around her, and I'm gonna take out a piece of dried Rila that I would likely have in my bag. Take out one of the vials of white water that I have, pop the Rila in the white water, give it a little shake to get it going, drop down in the ritual space, and as I drink it and consume the Rila, I am going to cast divination.
Divination. Okay.
And my magic and an offering puts you in contact with my god or god's servants. You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or an activity to occur within 7 days. A truthful reply is offered. It may be a short praise, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen. I've also seen it done as a vision, but that's up to you, Tim. It doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome. Okay. So as I do this, I am going to ask Nepthisiket, Your Grace, we seek the refugees of Rilauven. If there is anything you can do to show me where they are, so that we may get to them, I would appreciate that more than words could say.
All right. So as your vision fades, you see before you stone moving as you feel your consciousness moving through the mountains. You push your way through and you see a glimpse of a fairly large city. You can see it from almost a bird's eye view. It's strange because you know that it is encased in this large kind of cavernous area, but you can see the outlines of it, and it looks to be in the shape of a spearhead. You can see a number of figures moving about. You can see beautiful elven-like buildings, completely carved from stone, but elegant and veined with purple crystal. You can see there is, in fact, purple crystal all throughout this cavern. You can see there does appear to be a road in, but it is beyond your sight where it exits. As you move through, you see a number of figures, Drow, but also different. They seem to have striking elven features. A number with gray, white, almost white gold hair, and shades of skin from light lavender all the way to deep, rich purple. They all seem to have varying hues of purple eyes as well. And you see, as you move through the center, near the center of the top of the spearhead, the head of the spear, you can see there is a temple of sorts. Inside, you see a figure sitting in a chair with large sericite stones embedded in the sides of this stone chair, and it seems to be floating off the ground. You can see a large crystal before it as it's reaching out with both of its hands, resting its hands on this large purple crystal. You can see etched in the wall behind it a spearhead and a staff, broken, and below it an image of the two together. As your vision fades.
I would relay everything. Now, tomorrow, I can find a path to there. I have the ability to cast that spell to find a path there. I can get us to there. I don't know whether that will take us through the giants. If that is the only way in, I did not see the way in, but that's where we go. There was your staff, Finin. There's depictions of it everywhere. The spearhead, though, I did not see.
I think I know where that is. Oh no, the neck one is too big, right?
Nope, looks about the
No.
same size.
Yeah.
Looks-
Yeah. I have an idea. I also have a thought. It's maybe reckless. We do it as a group, of course. The original thing that I was thinking, I'd do it with just letters, but we'll do it as a group. If we have a path that's blocked, we can find a spot, get familiar with it just before the path, head somewhere away from that path, create a commotion, draw attention, as much attention to that one location as possible, and then teleport back to the path. Giants move away. Our path is as clear as possible, hopefully. It's maybe risky and might not work, but
That's
That's-
not
I know
the
that-
worst idea I've ever heard.
I know if there's something we're good at, it's drawing attention to one spot really, really efficiently.
We're pretty good at that.
Also
Yeah.
seems more advantageous to us than simply walking into the seat of Moroz Viek.
That was my thinking. I don't know if it's going to draw all of them out, but maybe if we can make enough noise, it draws a lot of them out.
I'd rather deal with some of them at a time than all of them anyways. So, I mean, either way, it does something good, I hope.
Yeah. Does anyone else feel like we're sneaking into Mount Doom? Because like I'm getting some like
Oh,
heavy
no.
like at the black gates of Mount Doom, draw the black eye away. Like, oh my god.
Oh. Yeah, all I need is an associated object and we're good to go. So if I find a particularly shiny rock that I love, that works out. Very small chance of failure. Non-existent.
Is there a small chance of failure? or
No,
is it
non-existent. If I'm just familiar with it,
Okay.
Clack showed me the spell book real quick and I familiarized
Oh,
myself
yeah,
with the
yeah. Here we
exact
go.
wordage. Oh, thank you very much. If I know the thing, very small chance of things going bad. If I've got an associated object, like this Blackwater Barn Grill coaster, it's good for 6 months and no chance of failure. So if I've been there and I take a mimosa, no, what is it? A souvenir?
Memento?
I mean, a memento. That's the
Memento.
I
one.
would prefer
I
take a
would-
mimosa. I'd much prefer.
Yeah, if we can
Mimosa.
find a mimosa, that'd be pretty good.
I wouldn't say no to a mimosa, but if we find a place, I'm like, oh, I love this place. Look at this good rock. Then we're in.
Well, shall we?
Tim, how long till sundown?
It's probably a couple hours. Sun goes down relatively early here because of all the mountains and stuff like that. So yeah, probably a couple
So
hours.
okay, but we'll have a lot of night then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's take a long go.
Let's take a long rest, but let's not mess around and get out of here as quick as we can so we have the most night possible.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Excellent.
Hey, do I know anything about giants having dark vision?
Uh,
Night vision?
I mean, when we were going up the
we're
mountains,
attacked at night.
yeah, they could see us at night.
Good point.
Quick before we would, once everyone had kind of settled in, I would look to Kokanee. I'll be a little bit. I have something quickly I need to do. It might not be quick, but it could be. I'm not leaving the mansion, so I'll be back shortly.
You all right?
Yes, very good.
I'll see you upstairs.
Yes. And I would find letters.
Oh. You find letters. He summoned Cody to bring him a piece of paper and parchment and say, Cody, now I know you can't talk, but I'd love for you to write on this piece of paper where you see yourself in 5 years.
I suppose I would walk in on that.
Wait, can't Cody not talk? Can you talk? Cody, can you talk? Cody, did you just talk a little bit? Insight check, I guess.
Is
I
there
feel like you just
fear in
talked
his
a little bit.
eyes? Like,
I don't think you're supposed to talk, Cody. I mean, I only rolled like a 10.
You're not sure. You're like right on the line. You're like,
Cody, You have to tell me, because if you're doing stuff you're not supposed to, I think I have to tell Yana. You got to be real with me right now. Can you talk? I think Cody can talk.
Did he skirt out on his homework lesson?
No, I wanted to check if he had any plans outside of this place, because if it is, then means he might be defective like Ted, and we've got to put him in the bad place where we put Ted.
Oh,
But if he can talk, then he's got to go to the bad place too.
Oh.
We can't just rest on our laurels with these guys. If they can turn on us once, they'll turn again.
I don't think he's going to talk to you anymore.
Well, no, I'm going to talk to Yana and she'll see to that. But if they can talk to us, then they can talk to each other, and then they'll unionize, and then we've really got a problem.
Yikes.
Right. Letters, I don't mean to bother you too much. Would you come with me for a moment? Not leaving the mansion.
Sure.
I've got something to tell you or talk to you about.
Okay.
Is there like a courtyard-ish, like inside, like bigger area, Jen? Ish?
There's like a banquet hall.
Okay. Can I light a fire? Like, is there a place where I could just start a fire?
You can. I'm not there to stop you.
Right. But will it catch fire? Like if I put...
Oh, there is like a fireplace.
That's the one weakness of the Magnificent Mansion. It's very flammable. So flammable.
But I'm like essentially looking for a big enough space where Letters could cast Create Bonfire and have nothing. I don't know if it catches fire because it's spectral. I don't know.
You would know by this point that none of it's real, in a sense. So if you do set it on fire, it'll just come back the next time I cast it, or nothing will really affect it. Because even if there's books in there, which there's lots of, they're not real books. So
okay. Well, Neppies,
we should go to the attic so we don't smoke out everyone. You know what I mean? Because if we start down, everyone gets book smell.
Right.
But if we start up, then it just stays with us.
If even a fireplace is fine. The biggest fireplace in here, even, is fine.
Look at this big one here.
Perfect.
This is appropriate for our needs.
Letters, do you remember?
There's a tapestry above it that's of Yana's family scarf, just wound around a tree. Keep going.
God. You keep talking to Penta. I'm gonna get this scarf. I know it's illusory, but I don't want this to burn. It's gonna burn. Let me get this.
Letters, do you remember when I offered to have you pray with me?
Yes, I do.
You died today.
Yeah.
And Her Grace was there. And
yeah.
I thought I would offer that to you now. There is something that comes afterward, but the prayer first seems important.
I feel like you should know what comes afterward before I say you give an answer to prayer. What comes after prayer?
It's a question.
What?
A story and a question.
I feel like I should know what the story and the question is before
sit down.
Well, look, I'm not sure. I want to. Oh, okay, yeah, all right. He's gonna sit cross-legged, little hooves touching.
I'm gonna put my prayer bowl in front of me, kind of set up a little bit of a ritual space. Well, maybe story then first, if that would ease your comfort. I want you to be relaxed. No harm will come to you at all.
Okay.
Okay. I was originally intending to save this for about a week from now. But when you have a sign, or when it seems pertinent, it seems more important to follow the omens set by the world around you than to actually stick with dates and schedules. Have I ever told you the story of Hellcatia? No? Okay.
No.
So Hellcatia was a high priestess in my order. Her calling to the high priestess position was not conventional, and she was the only high priestess to be titled posthumously. She was not titled during her life. Hellcatia was a tiefling woman who grew up in Cinderfall. and she was called in her youth to follow Pelor. So she went to the temple, leaving her family, and began a simple life as an acolyte. And there she spent years of her life, probably into her early 20s, I would say. And she never quite felt at home, but thought that that was where she was supposed to be. And then she felt the call of her grace. Nephthisiket offered her peace and comfort, compassion, in a world that she hadn't found as quite compassionate or comforting as she wished. So she left. She left the temple. She left the temple of Pelor, fully letting them know her intention, apologizing, thanking them for their time. And she left. She made the trek across the ocean.
She didn't get blinded? Isn't that what happens when you bail on Pelor?
Just wait.
Oh, shit, sorry.
No, it's okay. We're getting there. So she traveled across the sea. She made the call, as it was then. She made the walk across the burning sprawl herself. And the Mother Superior, when she arrived at Temple Philenis, was already there, on the steps, waiting for her. Her Grace had let her know that Hellcatia was coming. And she fell into step, as we all do. She began her training as an acolyte, and she was there comfortably for a couple weeks. And then the nightmare started. Pelor was merciless, kept her from sleep, kept her from prayer. She felt food burn down her throat. Nothing brought her comfort. Every moment was pain. And then one night, on the equinox of the Dawnfather, which occurs 1 week from today, 2 solar angels arrived at Temple Philenis to take Hellcatia back. She didn't fight. She walked outside willingly. And as she stood outside Temple Philenis, the entire order behind her, she asked the angels for a moment so that she may say goodbye to Philenis. She took 4 steps away from them, turned and faced them, and in an act of defiance, lit herself ablaze in front of them. She set herself alight before Pelor and her Grace for what she believed in and for what she knew was right. To stand by her goddess's side as an act of choice for what she knew was the right thing to do. Now, I never thought, when you're trained to be high priestess, you hear the stories, you read them, you are expected to know them by rote. So through my calling, when you hear stories like that, you never think you have much choice. These are the things you have to know. This is the standard that you have to set yourself toward. And I did not ask to be high priestess. And I spent and I still spend a great many days wondering why she chose me. I spent 14 years of training just to step foot outside Temple Philenis. So I don't know if that says more of what my order thinks about what is required of their high priestesses or what they think about the world. But as I have gone forward with nothing more than a prophecy and my faith, and then stumbling upon you wonderful people, the people who I love more than anything, it is through my faith that I realize every day I am honoring a choice. I am honoring my choice to follow her grace and my choice to be here. And something, Letters, that I've noticed in you, though I think you've tried to be quiet about it, is that there have been times where you've honored Nepthusiget. In Alderwood, in the Alderdon forest, you copied burial rites. You tried to give some individuals burial rites, as I do. In Barmwich, I know you think I didn't hear you, but I hear most things, not as well as Finin, but you offered a prayer to her grace for me. And you saved me from the abyss. You were the only person who could do it. And it would have been in your capacity to leave me there. And you act now as her champion. And you won. You won the God's Brawl in her name. And you carry her boon with you. I'm going to take his hands kind of over the prayer bowl. Letters, you have shown a strength of character that many could not show in lifetimes. And for that I am so grateful to be alongside you. You stand up to tyranny and forces of oppression and systems which seek to keep people small, that seek to upset the balance of the harmony in the world. And there is such a fire in you. And I know you've always called yourself Firebrand, but it's true. There is both this warmth of a campfire that is comforting after a long day, and also a roaring inferno without end. Unfathomable power within you. You are, to me, lightness in the dark. I trust you very much. And you do this not through anything other than by simply being who you are. You seize the vitality of life. And you understand this, I think more than most, the balance that lies between life and death. Without training, without any call. So,
This is the question that comes after the story.
this is the question that comes after the story.
Okay.
I would like to offer you the opportunity to walk with Nepthusiget as a paladin. If you ever wished to walk with her grace, then I would be honored to perform that service. It is different than the path I walk. There is not as many prayers or structure as the rest of our order. And you do not simply have to go on faith, as I do. You would be the first Minotaur, the first man to ever carry that title. And this offer also has no expiration date. But know that it is something it would be one of the greatest honors of my life to perform that ceremony for you.
Okay, let me talk to her. Let's do that.
All right.
Let's see what she has to say.
Okay.
Are you going to be there, or is it going to be just me and her?
To be honest, Letters, I don't know.
Oh, hell. Okay. Yeah. I'll just,
Here. Okay.
spider see, spider do. Let's go.
I'm going to spread charcoal across both of our hands and pop up the darkness around us. I'm going to take my holy symbol, cut my hand, cut his hand, squeeze them into the bowl, and I'm going to cast Commune. And Letters, There might be a moment where you get to ask her something. We'll see what happens.
Oh, hell, is it just like a one-question thing? Because I was really hoping for a bit of a discourse.
3.
Oh, that's so brief.
Faith isn't easy and comes with a lot of rules.
And they are yes or no questions.
Yeah.
God damn it, that's not how negotiations work. That's no. What we have here is a power disparity. You can't negotiate in good faith if these kind of parameters, man.
Letters.
It might be a short phrase or an answer instead. It doesn't necessarily have to be. Yes.
Letters, she's a god.
Yeah, I know.
I don't
That's
know
why I
if
want to
there-
talk to her.
There is always going to be a power imbalance.
Fuck. Well, let me fucking wait. Can I? She's a cat. Sometimes can we just have the cat sit? Can I fucking talk? Okay,
Just wait.
Wait. Here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I figured it out. I figured it out. Okay. All right.
So we're
We
just
get 3?
waiting for the ritual to work.
I can do 3.
Okay. So as you sit for some time, you see golden eyes in the distance, cat eyes, a little ways away, and you can hear kind of a gentle padding forward as they stop. You're not sure how far away, but at the moment you can just see 2 cat's eyes.
Just me?
At the moment, yeah.
Fuck. Hi. I'm Letters. I'm sure Neppy's told you a lot about me. Thank you for inviting me into your void. I'm just gonna presume you heard what Neppy said. You two talk a lot. I want to start by saying big fan. Big fan of what you do. I guess we've kind of met before. You probably saw me at the Gods Brawl. That was a hoot. Love the boon. Big fan. Your whole transition to life to death. I really like what you do for people. Here's my thing. Your Grace. I don't work for people. And that's a real stopping point for me. And I understand you're quite the I want to say employer, but I don't think that's exactly right. You're a good authority figure as far as they come. Let me give you a pitch. You let me know what you think. As far as I can tell, you and Neppy, you got this thing worked out. You say, "Hey, Neppy, do this thing." She says, "I like you. I'm gonna do that," and you do it, and you give her all the juicy Neppy juice, and she does her thing. And you know that's really cool, and she does her prayers, and that works out. That again, that feels very. I would be willing to partner with you. I transition people from life to death, not as gently as Neppy, but I do a pretty good job. You give me Nepthisicate juice. And we both get something out of this. I don't work for you. You're not my boss. And if we get to the point where we feel like our interests don't align, then we can walk away as, you know, former business partners. Is that amenable to you?
Some time goes by as you wait for a response. I do not need someone to usher death upon others. That is not how this works. Do you... Letters, I fear you do not understand the nature of an oath. I am not your boss, but there is a pledge of devotion, and I can see within you a spirit of vitality and bravery. I don't know that an oath would be the path that you should take. That is something you have to decide for yourself.
With respect, ma'am, I know a thing or two about oaths. Oaths I can do. You're you got some fine people over at Felenis, and I was maybe a little unreverent with the whole transition life to death thing. I'm sorry about that. I've got a problem with authority figures. Okay, I can do this. Let me try this. Let me try this on for size. I can promise to try and do the right thing, even when it's the hard thing. I will not. I can promise not to be flippant with life or death. I can promise to make the world around me better. Full stop. And I kind of wish that I knew what I was listening a little closer to what Neppy was saying about your teachings earlier, so I could sort of work something in terms of your particular brand, because I feel like that would really help this ambassadorship. But like, how's that for a start? How do you feel about that?
It is a strong start. But if you wish to pledge an oath to me, you have some traveling to do. This is merely the beginning of a journey. I do not need you to pray to me every day. I do not need you to hold goodness above all else. Life is more than good and bad. This will not be an easy road. But if this is the road you wish to travel, continue forth.
Okay, I feel like I get 3. Is there a specific place I have to go to? Or is it more of a metaphysical state of mind that I need to achieve?
I believe you need to do some more searching inward. Discover what that oath may start to look like. Ask yourself if you are ready to hold that balance wherever you go. in whatever you do.
Okay.
We will speak again, Letters Blackwater.
Yeah. Good first meeting.
As you see the eyes recede into the darkness.
Epi is going to fade the darkness around us. So,
Well, I mean, it was a good start.
Good.
We're sort of feeling each other out in terms of what we can offer one another. Sort of one step at a time. Nothing. Nothing to write home about today. We'll see how she goes. But I appreciate you setting up that meeting. That was really cool.
I'm going to reach into the pocket of my robes. I'm going to pull out a holy symbol of Nipthisaket. And I'm going to pass it to you. For if you need it.
Yeah. It's the cat thing that's in your book, right? That's what that looks like. It's the cat in profile.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, all right. And I will take the symbol. And I'm gonna put this somewhere. I don't know yet. But it's been a big day. I'm gonna put this somewhere relevant, but it's not gonna be. I'll thank you very much. Yeah.
That is, regardless of what you answered, regardless of what path or whatever end this comes to, this is an honor for me. And being your compatriot, your friend, is something that makes me very proud. I have had a mother, a husband, and many sisters, but I have never had a brother before. You mean very much to me, that is.
The feeling's mutual.
Okay.
Look, let me tell you, if I could just partner with you, well, I feel like we're already done. That is a no-brainer.
That is, I would probably make the worst business partner.
I don't think that's true. Look, it's you offer a lot of things. It's not necessarily like a business per se. Here's my. I don't know who I can really talk to about this, and I guess she's listening because I think she hears everything you hear. I don't know that. I just
Not
don't.
always.
Well, look, I'll just assume that you can, and I don't say anything that you couldn't say in front of who you're talking about. I just don't understand why they need us. I fundamentally don't understand the god mortal relationship, and that makes me not trust it. I don't like that they are just these powerful, untouchable things. I don't like that Arathis could just take a plane and make it hers. I don't like that they don't answer to anybody, and I don't understand why they deal with us at all.
They need us. Let us.
To do what?
For their existence. They do not exist without worship. They do not exist without people following them. They all came from somewhere. Her Grace is probably a prime example of that. They need us.
This whole time, I thought they were just owners and they're just celebrities. Is that what you're telling me?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay. Oh, that I can work with. Okay.
And they are not untouchable. The Raven Queen died.
That's true. I mean, they can touch each other. They're very touchy. Anyways, there's a lot to think about. big giants to get in the morning. Big morning coming up. I guess it's going to be evening because it's going to be nighttime because we're so far north. That's so exciting.
Have a good sleep, Lettuce. I'll see you.
I don't think I will. But I appreciate that. You have a good one.
I'm gonna take him in for a hug and temple to temple. The thing
And
that I do.
temple to temple. He's going to do a little double fist back pat. I'm not ready to do a full hug. Good. And I'm going to find, before I go to bed, I'm going to find Yana and tell her about Cody. Because I said I would. And I don't think we need...
Well, I would also like to seek out Yana, probably before all of this happening.
Yeah.
Yana, how many of your little dudes can I borrow all at once?
I mean, there's just kind of a number of them. How many do you need?
6.
Sure.
Cool. There's like staves, like long wooden poles around, right? Like broom handles works at
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I'd need
I don't
6.
know why, because you can't make dirt in here, but yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna arm the ghost with 6 broom handles, and I'm like, and the gym, the workout room. I'll find it. It should be fine. And I'm gonna go
it's
down
your room,
to
Finin.
Right. Yes, you're right. And I'm gonna go to my room, which is just no furniture except for a weight rack. And I am going to have the 6 of them come at me while I try to fend them off with the staff. And I'm going to try to blend like martial with magic shooting. Like it's not going to hit any of them, but just like basically fall into a rhythm of like almost like a kata, where I'm just falling into like a martial rhythm, just like over and over again. And like if anyone gets close enough to my room, they'll hear like periodically again, and then clack, 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 clack.
Before you
again.
Start, you see them all like as you arm them, they're all like,
do it.
And they all like, you see one of them leaves and goes to Yana and is like,
it's probably fine. Don't hurt it too much, okay?
The mansion fights back.
They are all very nervous to do this training.
Don't hold back. Don't hold back. Let's do this thing.
They
Let's
are
go.
for sure holding back. Just a little bit. You can tell they're not giving it 100%. They're like
Yana, I need them at 110. It's not doing anything unless it's 110%.
Finin, go to sleep. That's not what we're not doing this right now. We're sleeping.
I just need to train for 20, 30 minutes.
Your ribs are bleeding still.
No, let me dealt with that.
Mm.
And then I would train.
You do have a good session. You do have a good session, but yeah, you can tell they're not comfortable going full out. Something in their new programming just won't let them do it.
At the end of the session, I look at them all and I go, thank you. We're gonna do this again in the future, and you're not gonna hold back. I need to be better. I need to be perfect. I can't make mistakes, and you need to help me get there. Okay. I'm going to bed now. And I just lie down on the floor because apparently Finin sleeps on hard surfaces.
There are like workout mats in your room.
Yeah.
She just like
it's
assumed
a
from what
tatama.
she's seen you do.
Yeah, it's 100%. It's like a bamboo tatama that I just lie down on and immediately fall asleep.
All right, so you all take your long rest.
I just want to knock on Yana's door. Yeah. I'm holding the fucking thing. Yana, just so you know, I think Cody's gaining sentience. I don't know if you're cool with that.
Okay.
Just let you know.
Thanks.
I think they're organizing.
Okay.
I poked in Finin's room, and they have sticks, so now they're.
Yeah, he gave them the sticks, and I told them not to kill him.
They're weaponized and they're organized. They're your guys. I just want to let you know.
Okay.
Okay. Have a good night.
Thanks.
Finin will be the head of the revolution.
You're the first one against the wall, bud. Sorry to tell you.
All right. So you have your long rest, and you all kind of wake up as you realize that it's probably about 3 o'clock in the morning, maybe 2 o'clock. It's pretty early.
Yeah, spells back. Very good.
Spells back time, reorganizing.
I would wake up a couple minutes early and clean through all of my stuff very meticulously and carefully, and then go through and clean all of Neppy's as well.
I'd probably wake up somewhere with the noise.
It
You know, I
makes
can do
sense.
that now.
Yes, we have to be perfect today.
I know.
Not
Thank
saying that you wouldn't do an outstanding job, but I'm more than happy to make
No,
sure.
no,
that
you can cast it twice at a time. That's fine.
I'm pretty quick.
I'll come help you. So yeah. And would kit up and head on down.
All right.
I'll be casting our hour of brain talkie before we head out. So the usual plan, Finin pokes his head out, see if there's anything dangerous, and oh wait, Neppy has to ask where we're going. That was the plan, right?
Oh, I already know where we're going.
Oh, but the path to
Find
get
the
there.
path?
Oh, I have Find the Path. It's a spell I can cast.
Oh, okay, great.
Though this spell will not take us the safest route. It will take us the shortest, directest route to these people. Definitely
Well.
not safest. That is for sure within the stipulations of what Her Grace let me know
Well,
this morning.
there's a chance it takes us in the opposite direction, and that would be awesome to find out before we went that way. You know what I mean?
Cool.
Finin, do you want to scout ahead?
Yeah. I'll disguise self to look like rocks. Pop out of the mansion and look around.
All right. Make a perception check.
May I make a stealth check as well?
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, I would
I
like
wasn't sure
to
if
do
you were
that.
literally just popping out of your head.
No. I just assumed that I would have to like fully leave to, because I'm transitioning from one plane to the next. I'm not sure how you rule that.
Yeah, and you're in kind of a culvert, so.
24 for the stealth.
Okay.
And then 26 for the perception.
You kind of make your way out and find kind of a good vantage point. There doesn't seem to be, it seems pretty quiet at the moment. You see a pair of giants a ways off to the right and heading away from you. At the moment, it's pretty quiet.
I'm going to pop back into the mansion. Letters.
Yeah.
Because this mountain range, it's all like dikes and gullies, right? It's all like high carved, like big chunks of stone and like ravines and stuff like that all through, right, Tim?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So if we the big noise, the big attention we can get, you caused that avalanche. Remember?
Yeah, I know the avalanche.
2 days ago.
Yeah, I was there.
If we can get into a good ravine, maybe get some rocks set up. We could even pin them into a ravine. It might not last long, but I'm trying to think how we could do as much damage with as little resistance as possible and then get out.
I don't think we need to do that plan yet. I think that plan is a plan B or C. It's a good one, and if things go south, then we might use it. But I think we see how far we can get doing the tried and true sneakaroo.
Okay. So
right?
we don't want to do the diversion.
As they don't know we're here yet. They threw a rock at a dude yesterday.
Okay.
And they saw a horse run off. We do a distraction, everyone's on alert. This is my thinking, and anyone else feel free to chip in. But they're on guard, but they're not dialed in yet. If we cause a ruckus, then they're dialed in.
I worry they might already be dialed in, but I can see your logic.
Are we all there?
Yeah, I've stepped into the mansion. Yeah.
I think I agree with Letters. I think that you can't be, even a giant like that can't be sharp for 10 hours on end. They probably are here, But if they know that right now is go time, they might bring it up a touch.
Do we want to set up familiar ground? Maybe take some time to set it up with traps and defenses that we can fall back to if things go badly.
I feel like we see where the direction the Drow are first, and then we go from there.
I have to step outside the mansion to cast it. I can't cast it on different planes of existence.
I mean, you know me. I want contingency plan under a contingency plan. So, but I trust you guys.
All right, let's see if we can find a path there. If we're all outside of the mansion at this point, I am going to cast Find the Path to that temple.
Do you feel, as you kind of cast the spell, you feel your sort of essence being pulled in a direction? You don't see the full path ahead of you, but you can sense the most direct path is forward and then sort of slightly to the right, but you can feel the path that is the shortest is through that crater and over that side of the mountain.
Like past the crater?
Yeah, past on the other side.
Like in crater down past, or like past crater?
Through is the shortest, essentially.
Okay.
Like through and then just over.
The way the spell works is essentially if we come to a crossroads, I know which way to go.
It's the shortest physical.
Yes.
So you are feeling like it is past the crater or in the crater?
It feels like you're being pulled beyond there.
Like a ramp. If we were to circumvent the crater on the other side, there would be an entrance.
You're not sure that there's an entrance. It continues on. It doesn't tell you where the thing is.
Right.
It pulls you in that direction. As you find the shortest, most direct physical route to a specific location.
I have always understood this spell that it's like it will take you not just like line to thing. It is like will take you on the path that gets there.
Yeah, the shortest physical path.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not as the crow flies, but
So
yes, that's what I mean. It's not going to like take me through a rock. It'll tell me to the tunnel that we go through. Okay.
My guess is that we find a way to safely as we can go around the crater, get to the other side, and then if need be cast it again and see where
you'll
it
continue to feel that.
It lasts for a day.
Oh.
Got it for a full day.
That's great.
I think we take a big lap around the crater as best as we can. I don't think we go in it needlessly.
Let's try that.
If that 10-headed thing saw Finin, I'm sure that we will not be able to sneak past it.
Right. Okay. Yana?
We might not have all those traps and stuff that Finin was talking about, but the mansion it stays for 24 hours, so it's still here for another 12 hours if we need it. I don't need to think about it. It's just here.
I'm gonna pick up a rock. I associate this area with this very good rock.
But we're like under the an outcropping, right?
Mm-hmm. You're pretty familiar with this particular culvert at this point.
Yeah, but it's safer if I'm associated to this good rock. I'm gonna write culvert on just a CVT on
This
it.
is
And that's
the
how
start of
I'll
his
know.
rock collection, and I'm so here for it.
Cultivate.
I can't eat that one.
Not for eating. This is for knowing. No, I know. I don't have to be condescending like that. I'm sorry.
Well, time is of the essence. Let's go.
I pitch we go the way that doesn't have all those guard posts on it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless they have those guard posts there to stop the Drow.
It's on that side, like the path over that side of the mountain.
That's
You're basically
what those guard posts are
you're going in
for.
between the crater. You're going to be crossing the road that goes from those guard posts to the crater.
Good.
They're on the map. Now that you see it, you can see it on the map.
I don't know if we have a choice otherwise if we want to get into that mountain.
We can also create. Oh no, you wouldn't be able to see through it. I can try to save my super sneaky spell for when we cross that road.
Yes.
I
Seems
think
like
that's
a
a good
good
call.
I can make us all look like rock though right now, so that lasts for 8 hours. So everyone, you look like rocks. Wow.
Oh.
I look at Clack.
This is just me, baby.
Yeah, no, I know it's honestly you're the inspiration for all of this.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Thanks a
does
lot.
anyone? I know Yana does it, but does anyone clock Clack's reaction to Yana looking like a rock? I need to know.
Oh,
Neppy and Finin would pick that up for sure.
Make a
Absolutely.
perception check.
Can I make a perception check?
Yana's like,
I want to
No,
make
actually, it's just passive perception. What's everybody's
Damn it.
passive perception?
20.
25.
Yeah,
18.
you see,
17.
Finin and Neppy, you see
Damn it.
if a rock could blush.
Yeah, buddy. As I'm just walking past the door, I just tap Clack on the shoulder twice. I keep walking.
What?
I don't say a word. I keep walking.
Finn. Hold letters.
Wait,
Letters.
wait. I want to yes and that Clack moment.
Okay, please.
Watch out. She might be trying to recruit you. She kind of scoped me last night. I think you might be joining. Like, that's what that means. She might want you for Nepthisicate. Just keep,
Dude, I
keep your
have
head
a
on this.
god. I worship Grumbar.
Dude, I know. That's the thing. Nepthisicate, she
don't
wants
even
more
know that one.
ambassadors. Tell
No.
Nepthisicate that.
Okay, Nepthisicate, I don't want to work for you.
Shut the fuck up. Neppy hears everything.
I will pass and go, don't betray your god. He'll make you go blind. It's not
Grumbar
like
would never do that to me.
Dude,
you know
don't
what?
do
Very
that.
cool. You won't.
Like,
You saw. Whatever.
I think that's just a you thing, actually, Finin.
Really?
Kokanee, sorry.
I was just gonna say maybe we cast the brain talk thing.
Oh, I did.
Yeah,
That
you
was
did.
the first
You did.
thing I
Great.
did.
you
Great.
did.
I've
Oh,
gotten good
fuck.
at that. I check for traps and I let us talk in our brain.
Mage armor.
Mage armor.
level
All
14,
right, so
and we
are you
still forget.
stealthing ahead?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll have everybody
I'll
make,
be 20, 30 feet. I'll be 30 feet ahead.
okay, I'll make everybody make a stealth check.
Guidance.
Do we want stealth before we leave? Do we want stealth right now and then stealth the road? Because I've got 2 more.
Save it. I think you
Save
saved
it.
it. Right?
Is it with advantage because we have seeming on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got steaming. And that's
Okay.
pretty
Cancels
good.
out the heavy armor disadvantage.
Oh, so I just
Oh,
roll
hell
flat.
yeah, dude. Yeah.
Okay. With guidance. Okay.
Might have
okay.
wanted to use that.
God, we
sneak
had
spell.
advantage. Woof.
Did you roll with
That's
advantage? Sean?
7. You bet I did.
I got a
6 and
flat
3.
roll.
15.
18.
Callie?
8.
I'm speed running bad rolls in D&D. That'll be a 20 for me.
27. And I look back and I'm like,
As
I
far as
don't
like
know, man.
you all feel pretty confident, you're being fairly quiet as you're kind of getting going, you're moving through the rock and ice.
And Blackwater is nothing if not feeling confident when they probably shouldn't.
And that's where we're gonna take our break.
Oh, God.
boy. Thank you everyone for sticking around with us. We will
See you
see you
soon.
after our break.
I'm so elevated right now that I was like, yeah, and then went to go click end meeting. I was like, almost closed the thing because I'm just so stressed out. And I was like, yeah, that's where we're gonna
That's
end
it. That's it.
Yep.
That's done for
Okay,
the
we're
night.
done.
See you guys soon.
See you in 15.
Oh, no.
less
Okay.
than that.
8.
I love you all.
Tight 8 minutes. Goodbye, everybody.
Hey folks, Emma here. So, do you experience lore panic? You know, that deep, dark, sinking feeling that your DM or campaign notes are missing and disorganized? That you've forgotten an important plot point and it's going to send your life into a swirling void of angst and regret? Well, if you're like me, then you'll be happy to know that Blackwater is here to help. Yes, you, little lore keeper. We're really proud to announce our partnership with Silverwing Armory. Silverwing Armory is a Canadian company that specializes in gaming goodies, RPG resources, and nerdy necessities to help plan your campaign. My personal favorite are their campaign notebooks. Each of these beautifully designed books is handmade and crafted, showcasing original designs by the creator herself. There's enough that they'll match perfectly with wherever and whenever your game is set. They're also fully customizable, with different types of paper, dotted, lined, or graph, whatever works best for you. Finally, they're system agnostic, so no matter what game you run, from D&D to Call of Cthulhu, your lore is kept safe and organized however you like it. Head on over to their Instagram and website at Silverwing Armory and use our promo code Blackwater for 10% off at checkout. It supports this amazing Canadian business and helps support our stream and the story we keep telling week after week. So you get less of this and more of this. Silverwing Armory, for the lore keeper and all of us. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh hey guys, it's me, Adam, and I'm here to talk to you about the sponsor for tonight's episode, Legendcraft. Legendcraft is a Canadian woodworking company that makes D&D and tabletop gaming tables and accessories. They are a couple of passionate crafters that create items that will instantly become a highlight of any tabletop or RPG player's game night. An absolute favourite of mine is the Mountain King board gaming table. This table is bonkers cool, looking like it is straight out of a Dwarven King's Hall. It's really unlike anything I've ever seen. We feel really good about endorsing this Canadian business that brings so much passion into something we care so deeply about. So head over to their Instagram at legendcraft.ca to have a look at what they're making and let them know that Blackwater sent you. And if any of you fall in love with any of their amazing products, you can go to their website and use the promo code Blackwater for 5% off. It supports a Canadian business and also helps support our stream in this crazy D&D game we love. Thanks, and enjoy the rest of the show.
We're back.
We're back.
baby.
We're back. We're back. We're back.
And we're back.
I was
Welcome
just saying
back.
in our group chat, and I feel like I need to put it on here for posterity. I have created myself a double stuffed mint Oreo for if/when things go bad, and I'm not going to eat it before then.
You took 2 single stuffs and did the twist and put.
Absolutely.
Very good.
Thank you. Tim and I bought some really great Oreos today. Mint Oreos, which we had before. And then Tim, I think you need to dish them on the other Oreo type.
Only if Oreos sponsors this stream. I will not give them any more free advertising.
The peanut butter ones?
They're cinnamon bun Oreos, and they are. It's unreal. The cookie is crazy. So good.
Jalapeno pepperoni in a Twinkie for when things go bad. Real comfort food there.
I
Can
mean,
you eat Twinkies?
No, I'm also. Why would I make that monstrosity of a food?
Well,
I was just trying to
eat
think.
some
I was just
things,
trying.
dude. Like I've seen you eat some things.
Yeah.
Just trying to find two
Pink chicken.
snack
I've seen you
combinations
eat
that
pink
shouldn't.
chicken.
I've eaten what?
Pink chicken.
Oh, it was cooked. It was very almost cooked.
hey, Adam.
Did I
Adam,
get sick? I didn't. Therefore, it was cooked. Legally, it was cooked because I didn't get sick.
Adam, 2 words for you: old beef.
We're talking about. Look, it was frozen. It was frozen for a long time.
For how
Yes,
long?
but it was
Mhm.
I'm not sure. An
I think we're sure. I think
unidentifiable
we know
amount
the
of
numbers.
time.
I believe Cody's saying year at least.
1
Year-old frozen beef.
Yeah,
It wasn't a year old. It was not a
freezer
year old. It
aged,
was
I think is
at
the word.
most 4 months, 5 months, maybe. It was a little frozen.
Deep freeze?
It was
You
a
got a
little-
deep freeze?
No, it was a little freezer burn. It was a little
Yeah.
freezer burn.
Mhm.
I put it in, felt fine. Didn't even get the rumblies. Sometimes you eat food and you're like, oh, that gave me the rumblies. That was right on the edge of what was
Chicken?
legal.
Adam, just because you have a high constitution saving throw doesn't mean what you ate was
Wild.
appropriate.
I think that applies to us.
I don't think I do have a high constitution because I have all of the like
think you
autoimmune
have-
diseases under the sun.
Proficiency in the save.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that does make sense.
That's
That
what
does
You
make
might roll
sense.
low, but you,
You
like
have low constitution,
Yeah.
but have proficiency.
I have expertise somehow in saves only against being food poisoned.
Okay,
Guys, I've
let's-
had food poisoning. It was a bad day. It was a
Let's
bad
do
day.
it.
Now
Let's
I'm
do it. Let's do it.
immune, like diseases work.
I wish.
All right, so you press ahead, and you get close to the edge of the crater. As you begin to make your way around, you can hear movement down below. I believe because it's the middle of the night, or still with a little bit of moonlight. Finin, you can see. You can see some movement at the edges of one of the caves. It's hard to tell though.
I'm gonna creep quietly forward.
or we can still.
We can talk in our brain, Finin.
Right, everyone, get down low. I see movement into the cave. I don't know why I'm brain whispering, but it just feels appropriate in the moment.
Cool.
We
do
do
that.
You all kind of crouch down. We hear a chorus of voices whisper out through the night. I know you're out there, rats. Come. see the many faces of Moroz Viek. You can only hide for so long. I will find you.
In brain talk, right? So everyone heard that, right? That's
Was that in common?
No, it was in Giant.
I
So-
translated that. She's so creepy.
This is
I
so
don't think
fucking
we should
creepy.
rise to that. I think we should stick to our plan.
Yeah. Stick to the plan.
I believe when she said we can't hide forever, that means that we're hiding now. Like,
yeah,
well,
that
I
makes
mean-
sense. She doesn't know exactly where we are. She knows we're out here somewhere, but
excellent.
We can't
That's-
hide. That leaves us the other option, running, which is kind of what we're planning. Like, you can't run, but you can't hide. Like, she's like, yeah, you can't hide. I'm like, fuck you. We're fucking get out of here. Neppy, you still have the tuggies in this direction, right?
Yes.
Cool. Let's follow the tuggies.
I don't.
Right.
Can we all agree not to call it that? Because
No, I like
That's-
it.
Yeah, no,
The
yeah,
tuggies
actually,
is
I
good.
like it too.
Creeps me out a little bit, not gonna lie.
oh, thank you. We
'Cause
have
it's-
one sane person. Ooh.
It's the divine pull towards the thing that we wanted.
Oh,
That's all
I didn't need a rationale. I just, yep, it's the tuggies. Let's go.
We
All
keep
right,
going.
Can I try to discern where the voice is coming from?
You get the sense that it's hard to tell because there are so many voices.
Yeah.
But you get the sense it's probably from one of those caves. They are fairly large now that you're.
Hold
pretty
up, sorry.
close.
Sorry, all the voices spoke at once.
Oh yeah. No, it was it's the same chorus of voices that you heard in the kind of bellows and things like that. It sounds
Well, that's.
similar.
Am I like? Do I put it together that this is Mark Weiss?
Yeah.
And then close.
Relatively.
Fuck. That shoe just dropped. Okay.
Now might be a good time to be quiet. Extra.
Yeah, I'm gonna put pasta that trace on everyone because fuck that. That's my okay.
Can you just roll stealth checks, Tim?
Oh, that's so much better.
Okay, let's roll above an 11 today.
Please.
Boy, I guess I can't use guidance because that involves me talking.
You
I'm
can
just-
try.
I'm not going to do it. I don't want to test it.
28.
29.
So I roll flat because it cancels out the disadvantage.
Correct.
Plus 10. Okay.
You got this.
Okay. 21.
With advantage, I rolled a 1 and a 12, so I am at 31. But that is now my highest roll of the day.
Jeez, holy shit.
I've been rolling
Kelly?
advantage.
Which dice are those, Matthew? Get rid of them.
I
It's
got
the gunshot die.
a 19.
I got 39.
Okay. So as you head forward, as you skirt along the edge of the crater, you notice it's very quiet
Yeah.
as you feel the ground start to shake beneath your feet.
Oh, God.
You cannot escape my sight. As you hear this, as you see this gargantuan giant leap out of the cave and push off of the throne and land on the crater ahead of you, collapsing it sideways as you all begin to slide down into the center of the crater. I'll have everyone roll initiative.
Oh, all right, cool.
I knew it. Oh, God.
Oh,
She
yo,
rolled
another
a
19.
31 for her perception.
Oh.
Yeah, because she's got so many eyes. She needs to have
Yeah.
less of those.
Yeah.
Soon.
Or else soon. Feeling like we got a real Hydra situation on our hands. This combat sponsored to you by our fear. Just
And I need
Ready
everyone
for
just
the name
before
changes.
just before we jump into this. If you've already rolled your initiative, that's fine. Just keep note of it. I'll need everyone to make a charisma saving throw for me.
Everyone gets
Hey, roll
my...
it. Roll the different
Oh,
dice.
sure.
Woo, that's
Guys.
pretty good. Oh, my Christmas really good too.
Oh, sick.
Okay.
Do I get?
You get my plus
I never get to make charisma saving throws, and this is a really good day for me because it's always strength and
it-
dexterity, which I'm like okay at.
It's magic, Tim.
Not quite. No.
So I get advantage on charisma saves against magic, so I don't get
I would
advantage
say
on
this
one.
is no. I would say this is a little bit different. It's not a spell.
Okay,
No.
That's not good.
And I'm assuming I don't get Callie's bonus because I specified that I was far away.
You were all kind of clumped up though, because this is kind of like
Oh, right as I was casting the spell, like
yeah,
right
as
after
you're
I
near
cast
the
spell.
crater.
Cool.
It's actually
Cool.
a little bit earlier.
Even better.
Guys, I'm so excited for my
You
save
all get the bonus.
and for my initiative. This looks like an exciting.
So what was everybody's charisma save?
30.
30.
Oh.
30?
17.
17?
10.
10? Callie, what was yours?
30.
30, okay.
Nice,
Um,
nice. Two
So,
30s.
everyone take out their headphones except for Yana.
I'm gonna
Oh,
So you feel, as you've gotten close to this crater, you feel this anger rising up inside of you. This red, hot, fiery rage burning inside of you, bubbling up. You can just feel it, your whole body go tense with this anger. You feel this blood hot rage right behind your eyes. Something about this place has crept into your being. That's it. Okay. Everybody can put
That's
their
all?
put your yep.
Okay.
Hated that.
So Jenny just told you that like we win this fight and we did a really good job, right? Sick.
I had to hum to myself to not be able to hear what Tim was saying. Oh my gosh.
All right. What was everyone's initiative?
22.
21.
You calling it out, Tim?
Yeah, 25 to 20. So
20.
Callie, 21.
Yeah.
Yana, 20. All right, 20 to 15. 15 to 10. 10 to 5.
8.
7.
God. Matt, burn those dice.
Mm-hmm. You got to purge those.
Maybe it's your hands. Burn your hands. It might be your hands.
Don't
The
burn
hands
your
that are rolling the
hands.
dice. Get new hands. Get new
Nephi,
hands.
what was yours?
Classically coming up last. 6.
6. Okay. Woo.
Okay, you're right. New dice.
All right.
Yeah, come on.
Finin, you are up first. As you all slide together, you are about, I would say about 25 feet away from Moroz Viek. And you see now the many grotesque heads as this huge muscular body stands before you. You also see now the throne, which is about 25 feet to your left. Encased in the ice is so many bones. Just bones upon bones upon bones under the ice. What would you like to do?
Let's kick it off big. Let's no point saving it. It's not no bigger enemy crab's going to be nearby. I'm going to move my hands together. Is the night sky obscured? Is it clouded? Is it?
Is dark. Yeah,
Is
no,
this-
it's
no,
definitely
but like,
still-
is it like clouded? Are the stars like? what's
it's
the
there's a bit of starlight as that like you're getting close to daybreak, so it's not full like pitch
Right.
black. It's like dim, but it is like that kind of last twilight of stars.
So I'm gonna wave my hands, and for those with dark vision, they see my eyes go from at nighttime they're always silvery, they go completely black, and one by one the visible stars kind of wink out, going dark as a massive cloud of darkness wraps around this fucker's head and envelops its head. I'm gonna need to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
That is a 16.
That is a failure.
Nice.
It's
Did
gonna
it
take some
seem
damage.
particularly spry in the way it tried to dodge this thing, Tim? Did it seem like a competent dexterity
I mean, it was a
thrower of
big
saves?
jumper. There was lots of jumping happening.
Not sure. It's pretty
What?
big. It's pretty big. You know that it takes a lot of muscle to move weight around like that.
Yeah, okay. Oh, actually. Oh, that's a lot of fun. Cool. Cool.
You know what?
Oh, yeah.
No, I didn't say it, so it's fine.
Oh, is it something needing reset?
It's fine.
Okay. 10, 20, 25, 31, 37. 43 points of magical piercing damage.
Nice.
Well done.
And then from the cloud, I'm going to grab and pull down a spike as I do Waning Shadow.
Okay.
Oh, but that's a natural 2, so 12 I doubt will hit.
Does not hit. Just you see this creature is clad in a similar kind of armor, but it seems to be almost melded with its skin as it just kind of deflects off the Saracite armor. All right. It is.
I actually will move a little bit just to like spread so that we're not all clumped up. I'll move maybe 20 feet to the left.
Sounds good.
Oh, I'm stressed out.
All right. It is Callie's turn.
What I am going to do is I'm going to spread my wings for the first time useful.
Wings!
Times ever. So I'm going to spend my action to bring out my wings. And then where is she in
She's
relation
about 25 feet ahead of you.
25 feet ahead of me? I'm going to put Shield of Faith on myself. And I'm gonna fly right up to her.
Okay.
Also, to brighten the mood maybe a little bit, I'm doing my notes in crayons.
Fun. All right, make that attack.
I can't attack.
She took her action.
Right, you put your wings out. So yeah, so you just flying
Just
forward.
in front of her with my Shield of Faith.
All right, then she's gonna take legendary action.
Yeah, of course she is.
And she's going to use her Void Cleaver.
Do you have a bonus action, Cal, that you could use, or is that?
That was my
Shield of Faith.
Oh, your Shield of Faith. Sorry, I missed that.
I'm sorry. A void cleaver?
Yeah, you see
Yeah,
as
I hate
as you
that.
come around, you see she pulls something from her back, this massive stone axe. You can see the tip is like covered in you can see the edges is almost all that kind of raw Saracite purple, as the head is this like dark polished stone attached to this what looks like bone, has been fused onto it as it flashes in the starlight as it brings it across.
I'm gonna die.
That's a.
We got you, Mama.
That's only a 19 to hit.
No.
So I think you're okay. So yeah, you managed to kind of pick up your shield as the speed at which you fly. She as she brings it up, you manage to kind of glance it off of your shield, and you are all right. All right, it is Yana's turn.
Okay. And I can take my turn, Tim?
Mm-hmm, yep.
That's so
Oh,
concerning. Okay. I'm gonna need her to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
That's good. Targeting her. That could
Is
have gone a different way.
16.
It fails.
Ah.
So, yeah, you see like green flames like pop up underneath. Moroz Viek, gonna take 8d6 fire damage.
Oh, you had the
and
same
then-
idea that I had, Yana.
Immolation time, baby. And then it's gonna repeat that saving throw at the end of each of its turns as long as I'm concentrating. So let me just roll them d6.
And importantly, very visible to Kokanee.
So visible. So visible.
I think
Like,
she said it
doesn't
shedding
the-
bright light in 30 feet or something.
Oh my god, I
Yeah,
couldn't see her before
bright
now.
light for 30 feet and dim light for a additional 30 feet after. That is 28 points of fire damage. Not my best rolls,
Nice.
but great.
Sorry, one more time. How much damage?
28 points of fire damage.
Nice. Nice. All right, as the flames erupt over her massive body, it is now the lair action.
I hate being in layers.
Okay, so
we
you
were the
see-
ones who got in the pit.
You see the light illuminating Moroz Viek. You see she raises up her hand, and you can see the light that it's casting seems to dim as you see it pull into her hand and pulse through the Saracite as the wounds start to close up on her body.
Mm.
Okay. And then it's her turn.
We don't like
She gets to repeat the saving throw at the end of her turn.
She is going to. She's going to move towards the group of you. So she's going to come around behind you, Callie. And she's going to move. So you can take an attack of opportunity if you'd like.
I'm gonna
do it.
That's gonna be hold on, let me pull up my chart. That's going to be a 25 to hit.
25 hits, yep.
Thank God. Okay. I just okay.
Oh, she's moving?
Yep, she's moving ahead.
She needs to make a dexterity saving throw as well.
That is a 21.
That'll succeed. She'll take cover.
Why is it not working? There it is. Nice. Okay. That's gonna be 35 points of damage.
Very good.
Nice.
Very good.
And what kind of damage? Can you split it up for me? How much radiant
I think
is
it's
that?
I think it's just that's gonna be 15. Sorry. 27 points of radiant, and I think 8 points of slashing.
Okay. Nice. Okay, and how much damage for the cloud?
38 reduced to 19.
Nice.
Magical
Alright.
piercing.
She is going to bring her Void Cleaver down on you, Finin.
Hello.
So the first attack is a natural 20.
It's not.
Okay, so that's a 33 to hit.
Oh, that hits somehow.
I know it doesn't help much. I mean, I know it cancels the double dice, but
Oh no, I feel like it's gonna help a lot. I feel like this is gonna be the difference between like 100 damage and 50 damage.
26 points of slashing damage and 4 points of cold damage.
So 30 all up.
Yeah, that's the
Lovely,
first
and
attack.
that's a
And,
DC 15 Constitution check. So I'll do that.
like all feels like time to eat this Oreo, but it's not there yet.
I mean, I would love to have saved.
You don't get Callie's bonus either.
No, I know. I would have loved to have saved that natural 20 for something a little more meaningful, but
Nice.
we'll take it for the
All right.
concentration check.
She's gonna attack you again.
Yep.
That is a 24 to hit.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah. That hits so much of me.
31 points of slashing damage, and only 3 points of cold damage on that one.
34 all up, and then a 17.
On check.
17 on check. Let's do that thing. Let's go. Fuck yeah, natural 18. So that's a 20. No, natural 16. So
good enough.
Natural 18. That's a 21. It's.
We haven't started changing our names yet, but it's coming soon.
This game isn't good for my health anymore. I honestly think it's detrimental to my health.
All right, it is Letter's turn.
Important question. Is she among us or is she up against us? Like, did she wade into the crowd or is she like on the edge hacking into Finin?
No, she came pretty much right up into she's in melee with at least 3 of you.
Well,
she's gargantuan, so she takes up. She can't get right in the middle of all of you. But.
Yeah. And that's Neppy, Kiana. Okay, we're not going to reverse gravity. That would be wild. Damn, that was my go-to. In that case, am I in melee with her?
Yeah, you could move into melee with her. Yeah.
Oh, but I'm not. Like, I can. Oh, but she's got such long arms. She can hit me if I walk away. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Oh, it's all group stuff. Fuck.
Oh, Tim, did she make that?
Oh, yeah. That is a 18.
Oh, that meets it. So the spell ends.
Okay. So yeah, you see the fire
Wham, wham.
burn down.
That means you can no longer see Kokanee. Sorry.
No, I'll start that up. I'll cast Immolation on her. Dexterity saving throw, please.
Wizards, baby.
Immolate.
Everybody's on fire.
That is only a 15, but she's going to use one of her legendary resistances.
And she's going to be a big penis. That's a big penis move.
Damn.
Yeah, she's going to take 22 points of fire damage. And she is lit for the time it takes for Kokanee to have his turn. You can't take that away from me, Tim.
All right.
Is that 22 halved or 22?
Lit.
No, 22 all in.
All in.
I only rolled 4 instead of the 8d6 that would be required.
Oh.
You know what?
Yeah.
I cast a spell. I can't do a bonus action spell. I guess I'll stay put because what am I, 15 feet away? Her arms are long enough. She's got a big ass spear. I'm not going to risk that attack of opportunity. Yep, I passed turn.
Okay. She's going to use a legendary action. She's going to spend 2 to use her Crystal Quake. So you see as Moroz Viek lifts up her foot, she slams it down into the ground, and you feel this ripple beneath the ground as Ceresite shards shoot up through the ground. So I need everyone who's on the ground, which I think is everybody except for Callie.
Rude.
To make dexterity saving throws for me.
Dexterity? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
10.
10? Okay.
10.
Saves. Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh, yeah.
No.
20.
Matthew, what are your dice doing?
How do we feel about that natural 1, Timothy?
1. Okay. Letters, what was yours? 18
20.
for Neppy.
22.
Okay. 22. Okay. Callie, what was yours?
Is that not in the ground?
Oh, right. Yeah.
I'm the cool one.
So
I
I
have
think
my
just
wings.
Yana and Kokanee failed. Neppy, you just managed to kind of keep your feet. But Yana and Kokanee, you both feel the ground kind of slip out underneath you as you both fall. You are knocked prone, and you take 11 points of piercing damage. The rest of you take half.
So 5.
Concentration check passed. For 17.
Yes, I have to roll a concentration check for find the path because that's technically still up.
Yeah. And letters, no, because
Nope,
I guess
she passed it. I'm not concentrating on anything.
Yeah.
Much as I'd like to be. You know what I'm saying?
Shaw, dude.
Dude, I fucking love concentrating on spells. You
No
boys
doubt,
doing
no
anything
doubt.
after this? You want to come over and just concentrate on shit? Yeah.
That's just meditating.
Yeah, dude, I'm thinking of throwing up some Skywrite later.
Collective
You wanna concentrate?
concentration.
Call
All
me
right.
Fiddler.
It is now Kokanee's turn.
So I've fallen. Am I just prone?
Yeah, you are prone.
Okay, well, I'll stand up. How far am I away? Also, how big is Gargantuan? Just so that I can...
Moroz Viek is probably about 24, maybe 25 feet high.
Okay. That's more feet than I am by a lot. I will stand up and I will cast Spirit Guardians at 5th level. I'll move within melee range and I will take 1 attack. That attack will be a 26 to hit.
Tim, I think you're. Oh, can you guys hear him? Okay.
No.
Yeah. No, your microphone is.
How about now?
Yes.
Because I hit the space bar by accident.
So that'll be 2 points of radiant. I'm assuming you want me to split the radiant off.
Yes, please.
And then 14 points of magical slashing damage.
Cool.
Tim, do we see that piece of Saracite that was described to us in this creature's body? The shard?
You do not.
Ooh. We're gonna have to dig it out later.
It's underneath all those heads.
Let's start a head collection.
I already had one of those.
Yeah,
We've
we
already got
those.
no,
We've-
but
we've
it's a
been
really
there,
good
we've done
start.
that.
We've got
We had
9
4
right
in
here
the
to get us
bag.
started.
No, thank you.
Do the heads seem to have a family resemblance, or are they like dramatically different?
No, they look like various grotesque versions of the center head. But it's hard to tell because the center head itself has also spawned some heads. So it's like
Oh.
Oh, that's so gross.
it is twisted.
Hate it.
There's so many jokes.
How low do the heads go?
There's so many jokes.
Like
Are
onto
they
the
like middle
onto the
chest
chest.
heads?
No, there's no quado. There's no quado head. But there are like on the shoulders, like around the like it's like there's some here, there's some
Tim,
here.
like what? Where did this come from? Who did what? Like,
Don't worry, there will be a quado enemy at some point in this campaign. Don't
Please,
worry.
I need it.
All right.
We haven't seen Erkin shirtless yet.
Oh, there we go.
All right. It is the Moroz Viek is going to take another legendary action to hit Yana on the ground.
Okay.
Fuck.
That is a 26 to hit.
Oh yeah, you know what? That just hits, Tim.
You got to do what the others
By
do.
about
I'll
9.
allow that. I'll allow that.
I'll allow it.
I'll
Today,
allow
I
it.
suppose.
I'll allow it
It's
as the only way to
fine.
feel comfortable while you're getting murdered.
26 points of slashing damage
Sure.
and
Okay.
11 points of cold damage.
Oh yeah, more for me. That makes sense. It's 'cause
As
I'm
you feel
little.
the axe slam into your body and just rip across.
You're so
your
tiny,
skin.
though.
Oh, silly me.
No.
I almost put that in
Rough.
healing. How nice would that have been?
All right, it
26
is now
okay.
Neppy's turn.
Cool. We are gonna come over with a personal favorite. We are gonna start chanting. So great. I'm gonna cast chant.
The chant.
So everyone who is within 30 feet of me, you get a +1 to attack, +1 to damage, +1 to your AC, and how many D4? You're gonna get 6 temporary hit points, and Moroz Viek's hit points are gonna be reduced by 4.
How
I'm
many?
just gonna
6?
we get 6 temporary hit points.
Does that's everyone that's within 30 feet of you while you were chanting? It's only while you're like they have to stay within 30 feet to continue getting that bonus?
No.
Oh, cool.
When
Alright,
at
awesome.
cast.
Am I 30?
Fuck.
But I'm gonna be
Yes.
30 feet with you from all times. You can simply assume that I'm gonna try at least. What is that? 1? Yeah. Okay. Cool. And I'm gonna just do some chanting, Tim.
Yep. You're chanting away?
Am I within 30 feet?
Yes. Yeah.
It sounds like
25 feet to get to Moroz Viek initially.
sounds scary and dark and twisty, and there's some incense going. It's great.
All right. It is back to the top of the order. Finin, you're up.
You drag the cloud, pull it over its head. I need it to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
That is a 13.
Oh yeah, dude, that's gonna take max damage then. It's gonna take all of these beans. As the first one I did was a lot of 6s and 5s, and this one is a whole bunch of 2s. Just so many, like an overwhelming amount of 2s. 10, 20, 30, 32 points of magical piercing damage. And it is, I'm within melee with this creature, correct? Yeah, I'm assuming like I'm not within melee like me, but it's within melee of, because it's got reach. I'm assuming I'm going to run into its melee further, run up, jump, kick against its leg, and as my action, I'm going to thunder step 60 feet away from it. No, let's do the full 90. I'm just going to go full 90 away and
What's
land.
the radius on thunderstep to hurt?
It's 10 feet.
10 feet. So that's that will.
I'd moved 20 feet away from everyone else. My first movement was 20 feet away from everyone else. So I was separate from the group.
Okay, so you'd have to, right.
I would have been on the other side of her.
Okay.
Yeah. And she's going to need to make, I'm pretty sure she's going to do fine because I'm pretty sure this is a constitution saving throw. And I can only guess, is this a constitute lady? Yeah. Yeah, constitution saving throw, thank you.
Yeah, that's a 25.
Yeah. So she passes. She'll take off. She'll take off, and I'm 90 feet away now, so not all a loss. Oh god, that's so many ones. Fuck.
She takes 8 damage, Tim.
No. So from 5d10, I rolled 9, so she takes 4 damage. From 5d10.
Big turn for Finn.
Yeah, you kind of land. You're like, I didn't
Yeah,
roll that out.
Fuck. So many ones.
All right. So it is Callie's turn.
Okay. I think I figured out what I'm gonna do here.
Bring the heat.
Bring it.
I don't think I'm gonna hit her this turn, but let's see. I would love it. I'm going to use one of my channel divinities. And as a bonus action, that's my channel divinities. Bonus action, I'm going to champion challenge. I'm going to need her to make a wisdom saving throw.
Well done.
That is a 24.
Oh, yucky.
What a bitch. Okay. Then I am going to hit her.
That was a good call, though.
Yeah.
As you throw it down, you just see one of the heads kind of turn around in this kind of grotesque manner and just.
Okay, I'm going to go for that head exactly then. And I'm going to hit her twice. I guess I'm going to fly over to her and hit her twice.
We love a channel divinity.
Okay. So that's going to be, sorry, we need so many numbers. A 30 for the first hit.
Yep, that hits.
And 28 for the second hit.
That hits as well. Do
Sick.
separate out any radiant damage you do.
Yeah. I will do that. Okay.
While Lennon is counting,
okay.
Tim, just for my sake, could you, because she's here, Finin popped off. I guess Callie came back and is hit her. So right now we've kind of got her surrounded.
And I'm assuming Callie's not flying through the cloud, she's flying under it, right? Because it's like I've made the cloud up near its head, which is like 20 feet in the air.
I would hope so.
So we've got Yana in front. So Callie, Yana's in front on the ground. Kokanee's also on the ground, and Letters and Neppy are somewhere here in the mix.
Kokanee's up, but yes, that
Kokanee's
sounds
still-
right.
yeah, and you're kind
But
of.
yeah, would you say that's accurate? There's the bunch of us here, like
Yeah.
3 in melee, and then Callie behind.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then Finin's off on the moon or something.
Are you drawing a map?
No, it turns out a lot of my spells were really geography relevant. And so it's a lot of like, ooh, who do I hit if I drop this on her? And Lennon is still counting. What's the ground like? Is it just like basically dirt and stuff, or
It's
is
like
there stuff
rock
sticking out?
and ice. Some of it is loose where like part of the crater collapsed in, and you all slid down. But it is kind of loose earth.
There's no like, I don't know, like boulders that we could hide behind, or it's just largely more or less uniformly smooth.
Yeah, not in this area. There's like some larger stones, but you'd have to really like duck down and crouch to try to hide behind.
Copy that. And sharks, right?
Yeah.
Can
Megalodons.
Megalodons are younger than hammerheads. I still can't believe it.
Yeah.
I was gonna Google that.
The Vancouver Aquarium is one of my favorite places. It's Tim and I's one of our favorite places to take the kiddo. It's very fun. Yeah. She loves it there.
Miss going. Haven't been a long
I know.
time. Ooh. One time
They're having some
I was there.
hard.
I was there with Cecilia, or like our kiddo, and the porpoise. We were like alone watching the porpoise tank, and it swam up, and it had like a little ball. It was like pushing around, and it kept looking at us and pushing the ball around. It was very special. It was nice.
The Vancouver Aquarium is a conservatory, right? It's like
they do good work.
Because whenever I go to
rescue, rehabilitate, and then reintegrate.
It's
whenever I go to places like that, I get really sad. So I'm like, oh.
Nice. Yeah, the porpoise can't go back into the wild because it's too hurt.
It's missing a flip.
Yeah, but it's very cool.
Len, dish it.
So I think my sword and my attacks do majority radiant damage. I'm just checking that this is right, and then a little bit of slashing. So it is 13 slashing damage and 83 radiant damage.
Get it. It's 96 all up. We love that.
And while I'm up by, I guess, like hitting her, and when I'm hitting her, I'm gonna be like, "You're a coward."
Rude and personal.
Make an intimidation check for me.
An intimidation check. We
I like taunting demigods. It's fine.
Hit me, and none of my. That's natural 20 plus 4.
You see, as you say that, one of the heads kind of like recoils a little bit and then goes, "We'll eat you first."
Good.
All right, it is now.
I don't like they refer to themselves as a we.
It's the royal we. It's
the royal we.
Yana's
Yes.
turn.
Okay, I'm gonna get up because I'm on the ground.
Yep.
And then I know I've been a wizard for like 3 years, but I can do bonus action spell and then a cantrip, right?
Correct.
Cool. I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna bonus action Misty Step away, like 30 feet off to the side of it, like because I know Callie is behind it and it's probably gonna turn around soon. And then I am going to cast Chill Touch because I saw it heal itself and I don't like that.
Nice.
So that is a ranged spell attack. Oh, I never make these.
You got a +1 to attack and damage.
Yes.
Is it a natural 1?
Oh. Matt?
Hold on. Do natural ones in D&D auto miss, or is it just a really low number?
That was an auto miss.
Okay.
Yeah. As it like sails
Promise.
across, it just like disappears into the cloud beyond.
It's like this
You're
green,
like, I do not do this
ethereal
very
hand.
often.
Like,
The
oh
only thing-
no.
The only thing natural ones don't affect are skill checks.
You just do
all right.
bad.
It is
That
the
would have been
lair
nice.
action.
Mm.
All right. Yeah. It's gonna look down at you, Kokanee. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
I'm not within 10 feet of Callie, am I?
No.
I'm up in there, baby. Get wings, guys.
Oh.
Roll well?
Okay. We
Has
rolled
Matt's-
well.
Matt's wants to turn around.
21.
Ah, yeah, that'll do it.
Oh shit.
So yeah, so for a moment you feel this kind of flash of anger, but then you just like quiet your mind. You are able to push it away.
That's classic Kokanee Lightkeeper.
So stoic.
Good emotional control.
The emotions down.
Press it down. Press it down. Don't
Press
feel
it
it.
down.
Don't
Press
feel
it
it.
down.
We don't touch it. We don't have to think about it for a while.
No, that's so bad.
All right, it is
Bottle it up. Bottle it
Moroz
up.
Viek's turn.
It owes me a wisdom saving throw.
Yes. You go right back at you. That is a 22.
That will save, so it'll take half of.
I believe that's radiant damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everything we do is radiant, Tim.
26 radiant damage.
Three of
So,
us.
so like I think 0 basically. It looks like the radiant damage is doing an amount of damage, right? It doesn't look like
Yeah,
it's
you can see it.
indifferent.
It's like hitting, but you can see the Saracite almost seems to be absorbing the energy as it's hitting, like the radiant damage as it's hitting. It just seems to be getting sucked into the.
Does
the
it look like it's?
Saracite.
Does it look like
Entirely,
it's doing no
or-
damage?
No, it seems
Okay.
to like some have
Okay.
some effect. Like where
Okay.
between the armor, you can see some blood kind of spurt out, but
Okay,
it
so
seems
we're
a
not-
lot of it is like.
I'm not
heading into this kind of
useless.
glowing-
We're not
Gotcha.
pissing into the wind.
Yeah,
We're not charging super crystals.
All
Yeah.
I can do
The
is
crystals are
radiant.
getting a little brighter.
So Kokanee can see it more. We're just helping
Yeah, we're
Kokanee
gonna
see.
use as much as
What we're
possible.
doing.
Absolutely. All right. It is going to. It's going to attack. It's going to attack Neppy. because
Okay.
She's chanting.
Oof.
Yes.
All right. The first one is a 21 to hit.
Oh, I suppose.
Yeah.
Is chant a concentration spell?
Concentration.
Absolutely,
Sure
it is.
Yeah, I would
That is
assume as
a.
much.
She's not allowed to absent-mindedly chant.
I do that sometimes.
Just sort of chanting to herself as she's
I do
looking
that
at her
all the
keys.
time.
That would be classic Neppy though.
22 points of slashing damage
Okay.
and 13 points of cold
Oh.
damage.
Okay, cold damage is halved because I'm resistant. So 22 plus
29.
29. So I need to make a What?
14.
14 constitution.
Mhm.
Okay.
Got this. You got this. You got this.
Mama is still chanting. That's an 18.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. It's
20.
going to-
So that's, sorry, 29. Okay.
and then she's going to attack you again.
Okay, go for it.
That is a 21 again.
Yes, that just, it's, yeah, my AC is 20. So yes.
That is another 26 points of slashing damage and 9 points of cold damage.
Okay, so 26
30 all
plus
up.
4, 30 all up.
30 all up.
15.
DC 15.
Nice round number.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right in the average DC range.
15 is the number to beat.
Yeah.
That's the 19. I am still chanting.
Nice.
My favorite thing
Nice.
is when Neppy is being attacked and she just keeps chanting. She just gets hit and she's just
Nosebleed.
Yeah. We've already established that it's gross. I love it. Okay, sounds good.
All right. It is Letter's turn.
Tim, to quote you.
Oh.
Not a
Oh,
lot of
no.
features on this ground.
Mhm.
That's my
Oh,
understanding.
boy.
So you'd say that there's not a lot that one could say, you know, grab onto. No real fixed objects aside from the earth itself. So as the gravity reverses on this creature and Callie, but she's flying, this bad boy's just going to go 100 feet up.
Okay.
Correct?
Is there any save?
Dexterity. If there's a fixed object that it can grab onto, it can make a dexterity 17.
It can try to grab the ground. It's large enough that you like it can move the earth.
Oh no, that's so bad.
Yeah.
17's the thing.
Yeah. Yep, that's a 20.
Oh,
Natural.
the gravity's still upside down. So I guess we'll fucking deal with that as that happens.
Just like you just see it reach, like she reaches down into the earth and just looks at you. And
Does that
Callie
like
start to like flip upside down?
So yeah, that's right on the edge of us. Like she is in it. I
Does she
really
still
didn't
have to
think
make
she'd do that.
saves? Like, or if she tries to attack, would she have to
I
let
don't
go
know.
of
Is it
something?
she has 4 arms.
She has
Has
four
four
arms.
arms.
Yeah.
She could probably just General Grievous her way around. Oh no, that was my.
Just grab something.
As Tim's grabbing more books, I don't like it.
I hate
Oh
that.
no.
Oh no, no.
I'm
no,
thinking
no.
when
Oh, wait.
Neppy's
There we
chanting,
go.
has anyone played a contact sport and got a bloody nose? And when you're panting from the flecks of blood that like spray out, just like
Mhm. Just there's blood everywhere. It's great.
Well, that was my bright idea.
No, you're doing great. I haven't eaten the
and-
Oreo yet. We're doing okay.
So Callie is up 100 feet.
No, she's got fly.
no, she's flying.
She just
Okay.
flips.
Okay.
Um,
Upside down.
I am gonna go
There's another joke there. Okay.
20 feet back. I'm willing to risk that.
Yeah, she's gonna take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I'll try me.
That is a natural 20.
It's not.
All right. That is 38 points of slashing damage.
Ooh!
And
Big
5
number.
points of cold damage.
43.
43. That's a 21.
22 to beat. No, 21. Yeah, right.
21, yeah.
21 for letters. Not gonna happen. So 42 all up was the thing.
43 all up.
21,
43.
21 concentration.
Oh yeah, no, I lost the concentration for sure.
Ellie just reverts the other way.
As you just feel the axe come down along your back as you scramble away, just cutting into your flesh.
But I am 20 feet back, so that's a thing. Let's make it 25. I'm feeling less confident.
Stumbling forward a little bit further.
And that's gonna be my turn. That's what I got.
All right, Moroz Viek is going to use 2 legendary actions to cast Crystal Quake again. As you see, like with her hand on the ground, you see it pulses as Sarasite once again shoots up. So that'll be Neppy, Kokani, and Yana. Or no, Yana jumped away. So I think it's just Neppy and Kokani.
Sounds good.
A dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Oh, Matt. Matt, no.
How do we feel about an 11? 11 gonna do it, Tim?
That's a failure.
Keisha, thank you very much. That was an 18.
Nice. That just succeeds.
Okay.
So that's 13 points of piercing damage as you hit the ground, halved for you, Nepentha. And yeah, Kokani, you are prone once again.
But it's your turn, right?
But it is your turn.
Sick.
Then I will stand up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna in this turn make 3 attacks. The first one will be a 18.
18 does not hit.
The second one will be a 17.
Does not hit. As you like go to slash across, you just are hitting the armor and it's just repelling off.
What if, and hear me out, the third one was a 15.
Oh,
You
That's
gotta
the secret
get
number,
some
Tim.
new dice.
don't manage to find purchase.
Well, that's my turn, I guess.
All right. Neppy, you're up.
Cool. All right. So because I am still chanting away. I cannot. Go ahead. Go
Sorry,
ahead.
I stand up. I don't remember if
Okay.
I said that,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
I think you
lying
did.
down anymore for sure.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just Matt, just Kokanee giving up. Just like it's fine. Just take me.
Great. So because I'm chanting, I can't cast other spells. But what I am going to do is I'm just going to point at this monstrosity and I'm going to use my channel divinity to path to the grave. So next attack on this, it is vulnerable to all damage. It overcomes all resistances.
Nice.
It is now vulnerable to the damage that hits it. So if we're going to hit it, fucking
Hit
get it.
big.
Hit it big.
Okay. It's going to use legendary action to hit you, Neppy.
Okay.
That is a 20.
That is my armor class, yes.
But you chanting.
My armor class is 19 normally.
Ooh.
I'm going to request that everyone finds a queen to marry to give them armor. That's my request for the group, please.
Yeah, I need new armor. I need better.
39 points of slashing damage.
Oh,
And 8 points of cold damage reduced to 4.
So
33,
40,
43,
43.
21.
I'm never going to be able to make that con save with only with a natural 20.
I mean, roll it just in case.
How much was it all up? Sorry.
43.
Okay.
Natty 20?
No, I stopped chanting. That's okay.
Oh, well.
That's all right. But Path to the Grave is still up.
All right. Finin, you're up.
Cloud. Swirly cloud. Needed to make a dexterity saving throw.
That is a 16, so it's going to
That
use
is a-
its legendary action. Its last
Okay.
legendary resistance.
Good.
We like that. We like
I
that.
believe it's its last one. I think it's-
Yo, my dice are like on a seesaw. It's like only ones, only sixes. No, it's not only
and it's
sixes,
vulnerable,
but
so it's double.
yeah, I'm gonna double this shit.
That's a really good combo, Am. The chanting Path to the Grave. Very
Mhm.
good.
It's either that or use my gun.
Takes 80 points of magical piercing damage, reduced to 40 because it succeeded on its save. It would have been nice if it didn't, but
I
we've burnt one of those
through the
resistances.
internet.
Yeah, combo base. And then as my action, because that's a bonus action to move the cloud, I'm gonna shoot him with a bunch of fucking Eldritch Blasts as big cloud bursts, like shooting stars shoot down from it.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay, that's making up for the fact that I rolled really well on the damage dice. That's a 14, a 19 to hit.
Does not hit.
Yeah, and I didn't think so. And an 18 to hit. Fuck me.
None of those
I
hit.
rolled.
Is
My
it just
dice are like good, bad, good, bad.
You should probably only roll the good ones when you need them and the bad ones when you don't. That's just some advice that I thought.
I mean, yeah, I'll try. Fuck.
All right. Callie, you're up.
Okay. First thing I would love for her to do is I would love a wisdom saving throw.
That is a 19.
Fuck. Okay. God damn it. That didn't. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Yep. Okay, that's fine. We're fine. I'm okay. I'm just gonna hit her. Then, yeah. I'm gonna come, and I'm gonna. Am I able to move and stay in melee with her without giving her an opportunity attack?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna come as close to my friends as possible because it looks like she's not gonna move from the group.
Yep.
Okay.
So you come down around between Neppy and Kokanee?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want to be 5 feet off the ground if I can, so if I can still avoid her. Can I hover so I can avoid her ground thing?
Yeah, you can stay off the ground. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's gonna be 21.
That does not hit.
Oh no.
21 doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit.
Woofy.
And 25.
That hits.
Just.
If you'd
So
said
somewhere
that
in
doesn't
between
hit,
there.
I would have got a cab, come to your house, and slapped you in the face.
Um,
I would have physically crossed all the way across. the
With
city to do
masks,
that.
socially
Yeah.
distant.
Mask's face. I
With
would
a hand on a
sanitize
stick.
first.
with this spell Neppy has up, is that do I get
Only one hit. It was just Finin's.
damn it.
I
Okay.
know it really only helps whoever's next in the order.
Okay.
But it's unless I hit them or yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's good.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, what it did was do a decent amount of damage and burn a legendary save, which we don't hate.
Yeah, Finin, I love that you burned a save. That's really relevant to my interests. Thank you, sir.
I would like to say that Neppy and I burnt a save. That was it. That was a group effort.
Thank you.
High-fiving you
Probably-
through the internet.
Probably wouldn't have burned the legendary save if it didn't have vulnerability to the damage. So
You would also see now, as the damage that she has taken, you start to see some of the flesh kind of beneath the flesh. You can see there seems to be almost Sarasite embedded in her body. You can see the bone itself is fused with shards.
That's gonna be 4 points of slashing and 58 points of radiant damage to her.
Wouldn't your strength score be added to the slashing?
yeah,
Because you get the +7, right, with the sword? Because it's a +2 sword plus
Oh,
your
then is it my
+5 strength.
Then am I adding my plus to the slashing instead of the radiant?
yeah,
Correct.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's 27 points of slashing and 38 points of, or 34 points. Isn't it? With my wings, I have with the wings.
Yeah,
I
she's
added-
got wings out.
My wings are out, so I do more damage because my wings are out.
Is that the damage that your weapon does?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, then
So that would be 34 radiant and 27, 20, whatever I said, 24, 20, 34 radiant and 24 slashing. That makes sense.
Nice. Oh yeah, no more AC 20. No more +11 to hit.
Oh, I haven't been adding that one to any of my damage rolls. Fuck. Oh.
Well, no more.
Don't worry about it. It doesn't exist.
Okay. It is now Yana's turn.
Yeah, okay. Who have I seen do the most damage to this thing?
You're not sure. Yeah, the attacks have all been around. The ones that have hit have all been relatively close. It would between Finin or Cal. You're not totally sure.
100 one round.
Okay. I'm gonna give haste to Callie. So I will step back within 30 feet for a second and cast haste. And then I'll stay within 30 feet of Neppy, but I want to be far away from, farther away than I was before when I got hit.
What's haste do again?
So
+2
maybe
to
like
AC.
around the back. Yeah, you have +2 to your AC. You have advantage on dex saving throws, and you gain an additional attack on each of your turns.
Okay.
Your speed is also doubled, so you can move twice as far.
Okay.
I assume that's your flying speed or your walking.
It's whatever speed, yeah.
I think my flying speed and my walking speed is the same.
Right.
And I'm
That's your turn.
concentrating.
Okay. All right. Yep.
Yes.
It
I
is the.
can't- I can't use my ability on this thing, can I, Tim?
I
Puppeteer.
don't think so. There is a caveat with it, isn't there?
Yeah, there's something about intelligence. So its intelligence is obviously higher, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Figured, thought I'd check.
All right, it is the lair action. Oh, nice. All right, so you see,
Not nice.
as Moroz Viek is standing there, you can see the Saracite start to glow, and her image starts to shift as a double kind of appears somewhat next to her as her body begins to sort of blur. And there appears to be two images. You're having a hard time pinning down which one is her.
Right.
Okay.
And it is now her turn. She's going to attack you, Neppy.
Okay.
The first one is a 19.
That is my armor class.
Okay, so that hits. That is.
I'm gonna use my reaction. I'm gonna take the damage for this one.
All right, sounds good. That's probably a good thing. 35, 46 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And 10 points of cold damage.
Okay.
All right, and then she's going to take another attack at you, Neppy. That is a 19 again.
Mm-hmm.
23 points of slashing damage. And
I'm down. I'm unconscious.
Okay. All right. That's its attacks. It is now Letter's turn.
Oh, I mean, it's all mirrory and whatnot, but if I set it all on fire, I reckon that'll take a crack. I'm gonna try immolation. Give me that dexterity saving throw from my guy.
That is a 19.
No. Roll again.
A different number, please. A different one.
Oh, no. Okay. Oh, that's so few dice. I can roll them with my physical dice. Man, you boner. Yeah, that's 16 points of fire damage. Boo. Boo.
Right.
Oh, now's the mint Oreo.
Yeah, the Oreo's out. The Oreo's out. We know it's trouble time.
It is Moroz Viek is going to use 2 legendary actions once again as she stomps down with her foot next to Nepentha. You will fail 2 saves. And Kokanee, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
You get my +4 this time, though.
Stop.
Yeah, you do get a +4.
No!
Oh my god, fuck's
Once
sake.
again,
That's fucking. He gets up, turns it.
13 points of piercing damage.
Yeah, for sure.
As your shirt is fucking cut up at this
God
point. It is
damn
the back
it,
is
you know.
racked.
Hurt me, I understand, but my shirt. Oh my god.
Wait, but here's the thing, Tim. If you kill Kokanee, you know that Pact Rick is who's going to replace him. So just that's on the table.
Yeah, you're
that's on the
doing that
table.
to
Just say
yourself.
that's you're bringing that to the table. So we should think about it.
Guys, maybe it's what he wants. No.
That's what he wants.
That's not on the table. That's not
No
on
one
the
wants that other than Matt.
And then it is Kokanee's turn.
Yeah. Unconscious my wife and wreck my shirt. Things are personal here. I am going to make. Okay, I'm gonna cast Ice Bayonet at 5th level on my gun. Actually, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna take 4 attacks. Okay, 29 to hit.
That hits.
21 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
22 to hit.
That just hits.
And 17. Okay, so 2 hits.
2 hit.
1 radiant and 13 slashing for the first. 1 radiant and 14 slashing for the second. And I'm going to bonus action healing word Neppy.
Oh my god, I thought you weren't gonna do that, Kokanee.
I also was like, he's not gonna heal her.
That's a little
And
weird, too.
legendary
I was like,
action, dead Neppy.
You were this
Oh my
close to me
God.
blood bridging her.
Oh my god, I was so terrified.
That'll be 7 points of healing.
All right. Moroz Viek is going to take a legendary action and attack you, Neppy, on the ground.
Kokanee, presumably you stand up.
Yes, I stand. I get up. I'm still.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
not
he's
lying.
decided that he's gonna hit with his sword
Guys,
from the ground.
I'm down here.
It's an advantage because you're on the ground.
Mhm.
And I rolled a 1 and a 20.
It's not a natural 20, but yes, it hits.
Okay.
I mean, at a certain
Whatever
point-
you do, you're going to
I was
knock
gonna
me
say
out.
you might as well not even make it not a natural 20 because
No, because potentially it could send her like into half.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, I would rather negate any of the effects. So yeah, I'm
you
unconscious
managed
again.
to kind of roll over and then she's
Okay.
down again. Back to the top of the order, Finn.
But I am not failing any death saves as of yet, correct?
No.
If it's, I haven't taken a turn yet,
it's yeah.
so I
Yeah,
have
it
to
took
roll a
Not my
death.
turn.
Yeah, so yeah, you do have to roll a death
Yeah.
save right now. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Come on,
No,
Neppy,
we're gonna go OG Neppy dice. That's what we're
Mish, please. I don't want you in my space right now.
Failure. Finin.
Can't hear you.
I just have to try to kill this
No.
thing. Dexterity saving throw. I'm gonna fucking swirl its head as hard as possible. I don't know if I can do it any harder than I already have been doing it, but
That is an 18.
That just succeeds, but it'll still take a decent amount of damage. A lot of 5s up in here. 45 reduced to 22 points of magical piercing damage.
It's looking, you see as the like starlight kind of rips away at it, you're starting to see more of the exposed like inner skeletal structure. You start to like see more of that kind of flesh and sinew fused with Saracite all through its body. It's pretty grotesque.
And they're just going to get 3 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
25, 27, and, oh, thank God, natural 20.
Nice. Well done.
Can't even react excitedly to natural 20. I mean,
They're just necessary. at
they're
this
just
point.
they're just things that I need right now. Fuck. I can't.
Oh, this is gonna be a late one.
45 points of force damage.
And so you see as the force bolts slam into it, you see the Saracite start to glow with this blinding flash as you see the flesh peel off of its body in this massive flash illuminates the entire cauldron as you see its heart bursting through its chest. You see this crystalline structure through its whole core. Its entire body is held up by this crystal and sinew and flesh. You see the heads kind of peel away into this kind of amorphous blob. You can see mouths and some eyes. It has activated its mythic trait, Crystal Soul.
Fuck!
So you see as that happens, as it peels away, as you're all kind of reeling from the blindness, you see it move with blinding speed towards Finin. It does not provoke any attacks of opportunity.
Sick.
Is it it's a glowy crystal version
It's
of
a
itself now?
mythical creature. Yeah. It is taking now its mythic actions. It
Wait,
is-
but it's like a fucking psychic? Like it's glowy?
it
and
looks
crystal?
like you can see it's like its whole physical form has been infused with Saracite. You can now actually see where the spearhead is in its clavicle. There, it almost as if that has sprouted crystal throughout its entire body.
It's essentially a
is-
faith forged.
This is a very, very cool mechanic from Theros D&D book. So if you want to see what Tim is so cruelly throwing against us in action, go and check that book out. It's really dope.
Callie, you're up.
Okay.
It moved to me but didn't attack me?
No, it can just move its full action on its
Cool.
its transformation.
So how far is it away from me now?
It is
90
now.
feet.
Pardon?
90 feet because he booped.
But you can fly so far.
I can fly.
Oh, actually, I would have moved 30 feet forward to get closer to Neppy, trying to heal her, so it would be 60 feet away.
60 feet. And Neppy is unconscious on the ground.
Yeah. I'm gonna
go.
No, I'm gonna pull her up with you have 50 points of healing into you. So I'm gonna pull you up and then I'm gonna chase it. So my movement is doubled, so I can go 60 feet.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 60 feet after it. After
Sounds
pulling
good. So
up
you're
you.
able to, you're able to get up right up on it, behind it.
Okay.
Okay.
You get another action. So
Yeah,
you
you
can
get to make
dash
one
with that
attack.
action. No.
You
She
would
can
make it with-
dash with that action.
No, she could make
and
it with
use
a
her
normal
attack.
movement.
Yeah, she can make it with her 60
Oh,
feet
okay.
of movement. Yeah.
So you can't hit it.
I get another action. I get an action on top of that.
You don't get an action. Like the action is one attack. You can't do full attack action, but you can get one attack from the haste.
Big one.
Technically,
Can
could
I
have
do-
healed Neppy
Yeah,
with
could
that
you
attack-
use?
with the
It's very, very specific in the wording of haste that you can
Oh,
use
you're
like
right.
certain things
It's
you
like
can
a
do.
dash attack.
Yeah,
She
I
still
don't think
would
you
have
can
to
use
do
like.
the healing before she moved.
Yeah.
No, Matt was saying could
so,
she use her haste
what I'm
action
gonna-
instead so she gets 2 attacks, but
Let her do her thing.
No.
What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna reverse a little bit. I'm gonna pull Neppy up with the 50 hit points. I'm going to that's gonna be what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna touch Kokanee and I'm gonna cast Heroism on Kokanee. So you are imbued with Berry until the spell ends. You are immune to being frightened. You gain temporary hit points. I think you gain 4 temporary hit points at the start of each of your turns. So each turn, and they stack. So each time, as long as I'm concentrating, that means I'm dropping.
Well, is this
Shield
spell
of Faith on myself.
is this spell an action?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
So if you do
that's
you can't
Because I've-
use the haste action to cast a spell. It specifically says it in there.
Well, then she used the haste action to heal.
Can I use the
That's correct.
haste action to do just because my healing is just touching Neppy?
I think so. Let me double check though, because
I don't know if that's a spell. That's just me touching her. That's just because I'm an Azamar thing or because I'm a paladin. I forget which one.
no, the
Is it lay on
attack, the
hands?
action, the hasted action can be used only to take the attack. One weapon attack only, dash, disengage, hide, or use
Okay.
an object. action.
Then what I will do is I will go back to the OG. I will bring Neppy up with the 50 hit points and then I'll fly over to it and I'm going to attack it.
Okay.
That's going to be 29 to hit.
Yeah.
Get it.
Pretty good.
Have I used my bonus action?
No.
I haven't used my bonus action.
Still have Shield of Faith up too, because
Yeah, I still have Shield of Faith up.
Cast.
Yeah. Then I am going to bonus action cast Thunderous Smite.
Okay, generally you have to do that before you make the attack.
Oh,
Just-
okay.
It's okay. It's fine for now, but just going forward, you have to do that.
We'll do that going forward now. Okay. 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 It has to make.
Separate out the-
Yeah, I will. I'd also make a strength save, which I think it will pass, but
That is a 35.
just by a little bit. It just passes that by a little bit.
Fuck me.
Okay. Sorry, there's nope. Where okay. It's gonna be so Sorry.
No, you're
There's.
doing great.
Okay, so that's going to be 28 slashing. Not 60, 48, 48.
Rogue, you need to chill out.
What about 60-48 though?
What about 19 radiant and heyo 6 thunder damage.
Nice. Okay. All right. It is Yana's turn.
Okay. It's how far away from me? I'm behind Neppy.
It's about 60 feet away from you.
Okay.
How far behind Neppy are? Yeah, because you're just in. Yeah,
I'm
that's where
within 30
Finin-
feet. Just
Yeah, because
barely.
Finn's off to the other side, so I think it would be the same.
Okay. Did it have a spell up? Sorry, it's been a while since the middle of combat. It like cast a spell on somebody.
Nope.
No, okay.
It just has the
That's
mirror
spell.
image thing.
Yeah, that was a lair action. Oh yeah, that
Oh.
attack should have been.
Is that
Oh no, because the mythic stuff is up. We'll say it didn't continue on. It's fine.
okay? So the
It's very
mirror
generous
image
of you,
is gone.
Tim. Thank you.
Okay. Then I needed to make another dexterity saving throw for me. Oh wait, no, I can't do that one because that one's concentration. Never mind. Can't do that to Callie. Yeah.
Oh, woofy.
You could. We could see what happens.
Let's not.
No
I'd
thanks.
really
Let's not
rather
say we
not.
did.
Callie, are you still up in the air?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I am. I don't.
How high up in the air are you?
I was hovering, so I'm still just hovering.
Okay.
Because I think I just flew straight forward from when I was with Kokonian.
Cool.
The head just freaked me out. I don't want to go all the way up there.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do something interesting then. Tammy, remember that serpentine owl I have?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna summon it.
Cool.
All right.
So Yana pulls out a statuette from her bag and like holds it up, and it transforms into a giant owl that I can now communicate telepathically with, no matter what the range, as long as it's on the same plane as me. And it's gonna help do things. Great. It's gonna also fly, like, because I can command it, right?
I think.
Or I can just communicate with it.
You can.
All right.
Yeah.
Either
I'm just
way.
trying to see if it does anything on your turn.
Yeah, that's a good
Gosh,
point.
that was so long ago.
Yeah,
I know,
think
I was
we got
like-
that,
This
we got that
owl.
owl a billion years
so
ago.
long ago.
Billion
I
years
think
ago.
I think that was torrent era. Like
No, not that far back. I think it might have even been on stream.
Oh.
Lore Club.
Lore Club.
look it up.
I don't think it was on stream. I think it was well before that.
You know what? I'll have you just roll initiative for it.
Cool.
Yeah. Because
Now I'm curious.
What is a giant owl's initiative?
It is. I have it.
It's
It's plus 30.
2.
It's plus 30, right? It's plus
Plus
30 and
2.
does 150 damage per hit.
The owl rolled a 6.
It
Big
probably
dumb
goes
owl.
before me because its dex is higher.
The big dumb owl.
Big dumb owl.
This owl, by the way, is like 9 feet tall. It is
big.
boy. It's a snowy
big.
owl. I've decided.
Love it.
Oh,
Love
appropriate.
it.
It's big dumb owl.
It sees all the snow around. It's like, fuck, I want to land on that.
Okay, so owl will
nice.
go before Neppy.
Okay.
I don't know owl's name yet.
All right. It is the lair action.
Yikes.
Yep. So once again, you see this kind of like crystal fleshy form start to kind of vibrate and split as you see double. All right. And then it is Moroz Viek. They are going to attack you, Finin.
Yep.
So the first one is a natural 20.
I'm not within 30 feet.
Okay.
Yeah. This is gonna hurt.
So that's
I am going to preemptively, before you even say the damage, I'm blending this shit. So you see as my form kind of becomes intangible as it shifts into the shadow, and the blade kind of passes through me a little less effectively. So I'm going to take half though.
Stop, Mish. Oh, sorry. I thought it was...
Thanks and Rogue are being
51
ridiculous.
points of slashing damage.
51 slashing
and 20 points of cold damage.
So 71 all up, so that's reduced to 35.
Yeah.
Okay.
And second, yep.
Give me a sec. I'm going to do my 35 halved to 17. Yeah, nah, the smoke is gone.
Okay. And
the cloud is gone.
Second attack.
Yep.
That is a 29.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, that is 37 points of slashing damage.
I'm out.
Okay. So yeah, as Finin is cut down. All right, Letters, you're up.
Well, Finin, Callie, right?
Yep.
But it big, so we have like a big chunk of space here and a big chunk of space here that they are not. I'm gonna blow up this chunk of space here with a fireball, not hitting Callie or Finin. Make sense?
Yeah. What's the radius? I think
It's a 20 foot radius, or I can like drop it on its head, and it's 25 feet tall. Like I can.
I'd do that.
Yeah,
they're both near the ground.
Sweet, yeah, I'll blow up its face,
yeah,
or directly above its face, 5 feet above its face, just be safe. And I need to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay.
And Finin, I mean, never mind, just do the thing. Oh God.
That is a 17.
No, 16 is what I need. You butt.
DC is 16.
Well, my DC is 17, so that's what it needs. Because I'm not as smart as Yana, Tim. Throw it in my face. I'm not as good a wizard. God damn it.
How far
We're
is
both
Finin?
shitty wizards here.
How far away is Finin from Neppy and Kokanee right now?
60 feet.
60 feet.
Okay.
And he's on the ground.
Yeah.
33 reduced. Help me, math wizard. So what is that? 16 points of fire
16.
damage? Fuck, I might as well just fucking firebolt this guy at this point. Shit. All right, I'm gonna jog 30 feet over in their fucking direction.
All right. Moroz Viek is going to use one of its mythic actions to rampage and take 2 void cleaver attacks on Finin.
Okay, I'm dead.
As you see the flash of the blade just slam into your companion on the ground, and Finin is dead. All right. It is Kokanee's turn.
Okay, I'm going to run 30 feet towards Finin.
Okay.
And then I am going to get my gun out. And we know that there's only one thing that kills giants, and it is shots directly to the jugular. Now, the upside of a 9-headed giant, lots of jugulars. So
it is at disadvantage because you can see its form is blurring.
Yeah, got it.
You hear in the distance over the hill, "Hey guys, I'm Pack Rick. I'm here to help with this giant fight."
God damn it!
I'll make a blood pact.
Yeah, that'll be a 24 for my first shot.
That'll hit.
Nice.
That will be 8 points of piercing, 9 points of cold, and 12 points of radiant.
Okay.
Yep. Did it look like the cold did a regular quantity? Did it look like it did any damage? Good thing I didn't cast Ice Bayonet. I'm going to take another shot.
Okay.
Okay, 22.
22 just hits, yeah.
17 points of piercing.
Nice.
8 points of radiant, and I don't know, 10,000 points of cold. I don't think it matters. So
okay. All right. So yeah, so you just blast away chunks of the like flesh and cerussite as it falls away, but it's still going. It is now the owl's turn.
Oh yeah.
Okay, how far is Big Dumb Owl away from Finin?
You can cast it 60 when you threw it down. I believe you can do it within 60 feet, but you threw it down on the. Where did you throw it down?
Yeah, it's in front of me. Yeah, it's in front of me.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
so
what I assumed. Okay.
its fly speed is 60 feet, so it could get to Finin.
Big time owl.
Okay. Can it also get to Moroz Viek though?
Yeah.
Can it just get to Moroz Viek, or can it get out of hitting range? Like, because it.
Well,
Giant
Finin is
Owl
on the
can do a-
ground right behind it. Well, technically
Oh,
right in
okay.
front of it. It's facing Moroz Viek at the moment. Or
Okay.
Moroz Viek is facing it, Finin at the moment. Some of the heads, anyways.
Yeah, Big Dumb Owl is gonna go for the distraction. It can do a flyby.
Okay.
So it does not provoke opportunity attacks. So it's going to do a talon attack on freaking demigod. Yes.
A mythic transformed demigod.
That's the best I've rolled all night. That's an 18. Which is a 21 to hit.
Not it.
Does it hit though? It doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit.
So
Devastating.
sad.
It just claws away at it.
It does like screech though as it flies by. It's hopefully somewhat distracting.
All right.
And that puts it closer to Finin. Okay.
Okay. Neppy, you're up.
Cool. I'm gonna stand up for the first time in a while, and I am going to move forward closer. I'm going to get within 30 feet of whoever is in that fray.
It takes half your movement to stand up.
Right. So
you
I'm going to
can only
move forward.
15 feet.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to move forward as far as I can. And I mean, nobody's done necrotic damage to it yet, have they? We haven't seen what necrotic damage does to this thing. Okay.
No, I hit it with my waning shadow, didn't I? Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did. No, you tried to. It didn't
I
land.
missed. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're gonna do this anyway. So can it make? I mean, I know it's gonna succeed, but can it make a Constitution save for me?
That is a 25.
That's absolutely succeeds. So I am going to cast Blight on it and try and do some necrotic damage. That's just a 4th level. So we are going to roll 8d8. And it will likely be halved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How is it that I only have 7 d8s?
You want some more?
Yeah, I'll need like one more.
I got
piles here.
Okay, there's some 8s in there. 8, 16, 23, 25, 30, 36, 41. So if
That's all up. That's the total damage.
Yes.
Okay, so okay. So it would be halved because she succeeded.
Yes.
Okay.
20.
Yeah.
Does it look like it was quartered? Does it look like
Similar to the radiant damage.
That's fine. That's what I got right now.
Okay. All right. It is.
But mostly it was me moving forward. That's why I need to get into position there. Okay.
We are on to Callie now.
Okay. So I messed up last turn. So Shield of Faith did drop because it was on me, and Thunderous Smite is a con save.
Yeah.
A concentration spell. So in it being a concentration spell, do I have Thunderous Smite up still, or
No, it just is for the next attack that hits.
Okay. So I don't have a constant. I don't have a.
You're not concentrating on any spells at the moment.
I kind of like to hear that a little bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to. What am I going to do? That hasn't worked, so I'm not going to do that again.
Also loving all the new stuff, Len. So cool to watch you use your new oath stuff.
Yeah. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit it.
And you're still hasted, right?
I'm still hasted, yeah. So I get. Does that mean I get 3 attacks?
Yep.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna put Shield of Faith back up on me, so I am concentrating again. And Shield of Faith is a bonus action, and then I'm just gonna hit it 3 times.
Okay. Get it.
Or natural 20.
Hey, yo.
And a natural 20, a 25.
That hits, yeah.
And 29.
Yep, those all hit.
Okay.
Many a dice.
Back to the chart. Scroll down.
With wings.
With wings. Did crit.
You separate out the rating.
Yeah.
Len and I made charts together of how many dice to roll when you crit.
Sorry so late, everyone. Thanks for sticking around for this crazy fight, right?
Oh.
Tim, we just wanted to sneak by.
Yeah, we were really trying to. We were trying to avoid
the crater of the thing with a billion eyes.
But it was dark.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't rub it in.
Dark out.
Tim, I couldn't see.
And therefore it shouldn't be able to see me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I don't want
real ostrich rule.
Peekaboo rules.
Guys, I'm invisible in the dark.
Permanence.
I believe. You just have to
My name is Kokanee Buckwild, and I believe that I am invisible in the dark. Kokanee Lightkeeper doesn't anymore, but Kokanee Buckwild for sure did. That was a Buckwild state of mind.
No.
While Callie counts, I'd like to think that Finin sits down next to Rilauven and he's like, I tried, buddy. It's up to them now.
And Rilauven's like, you don't understand. I die with you.
No, because of Mako. I put in a contingency plan for Rilauven. He has a warlock. He has a backup warlock.
You haven't checked in with Mako. He got cancer, man.
And I'm Adonis, by the way. It's been me the whole time. I just wanted to be a part of the gang.
The multiverse is a freaky deaky thing, you guys.
Have you seen how much Ceresite there is? It's crazy.
Love purple.
It is
Adonis
his color. Where
Adonis
was
could
the
100%.
fan theory that Adonis was behind the Ceresite all the time? His favorite color is purple.
I mean, Moroz Viek is pretty purple right now. So
I'd sign a
Right,
blood
he's
pact
Moroz
with
Viek.
Adonis in a second.
Please do.
That's
You
my
know who
next
else
season 2
You know who
character,
else would?
Warlock of Adonis.
Can you be a warlock of an angel? Does that work that way?
It's the Pact of the Celestial, right?
Yeah,
Right?
Celestial, yeah. That's what Finin was
I was
originally.
gonna
before
say
he
you
went
were
blind.
already that dude.
I
Like,
will find you, I promise.
I'll only blind you if you cross me, Finin.
Just be
Most
sad if you left
fashionable
me.
of warlocks.
hi, Rogi. Hello, my little Nepticicat. Hello.
He only
Oh,
blinds you if
warlock
you're dressed
party.
poorly.
Oh, Rogi, you're so staticky.
I feel like that would be of all this class party. I feel like Warlock would be very, very good at multiple things, but in combat relatively useless.
The first 2 rounds would be lit, and then it's just an Eldritch Blast
Pew,
buffet.
pew, pew.
And unless one of us was Pact of the Celestial, there's no healing.
Can you imagine us fighting on a boat though? Like pirates come within 300 feet and everybody's just on the side with Elgin.
Warlocks and Rangers, though, am I right? Warlocks and Rangers.
Make the best sailors. That's what they say. That's what they say. That's the saying.
I had to nerf the old classic Ranger in a boat campaign I ran because it's actually too powerful.
How dare you?
I know it, as if it hadn't heard enough.
Wild.
What? Just because like longbows have range of like a billion? feet?
No, I left them that, but like Goodberry, you cannot run out of food ever.
So,
Go ahead, Len.
So it's not all of it. It's my first attack. My brain is moving a little bit slow. So for the first attack, which is the natural 20, that's going to be 28 slashing damage and 50 radiant.
Okay.
Sorry, I have to do 2 more.
You're doing great.
But all of those like movement abilities that are pretty useless, like the when traveling stuff, becomes crazy good on a boat. Like you cannot be surprised or snuck up on when traveling.
You can't lose your way if you're
you can't lose your way. So it's like there's no risk of you guys starving. You're not going to run out of water. You can't lose your way, and you also get double food always from foraging.
Dang.
So he's just like pulling up bass.
Yeah, we're playing the first game, and he's like, "Is there anything on the screen? Because I'd see it." And also, I've caught 30 fish.
Whoa. You've overfished these waters and the locals are angry. Yeah.
The second attack is 18 radiant and 10 slashing.
Okay.
And the last attack is going to be... 8 slashing and 22 radiant.
Nice.
And that is it.
Well done.
You see its form is like barely hanging on as you
Heyo.
carve through the sinew and crystal. But it is barely standing. And it's going to use 2 legendary actions. Or is it just gonna... Yeah, it's gonna do that. I need all of you to make Constitution saving throws.
Who's within? I guess nobody's within 10 feet of Callie. It's just Callie.
Well, Finin is, but...
Oh, good.
Tim, I'm going to use my first luck point of the day.
20. Is that a success? Because you have to tell me if it is.
It is, yeah.
Mine's a 20 as well. Do I make one for the owl, Tim?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
14.
That's a failure.
28.
That's a success. And Callie, what was yours?
23.
Okay, that's a success. So
The owl rolled a natural 20.
Fucking owl.
So there's a brilliant flash of blinding purple light.
Oh, it's the thing I would be immune to.
Yeah, exactly, right? And Neppy, you are blinded, and you take 15 points of psychic damage. Everybody else takes 7.
Okay.
7.
And it is Yana's turn.
Come
and
on,
I need
Yana.
you to make a con save, Yana, for the haste, because you.
Oh, right.
You just have to beat a 10.
19. Okay.
The most constitute little gnome ever.
I have an amulet.
Oh, Callie, you do as well for your shield of faith. Just a 10.
13.
Nice, yeah. Fine.
Hurt that demigod. Hurt that demigod.
Is there a spot I can fireball, like Letters did, without killing anybody else?
Yep.
Cool.
I mean, Finn's already dead, so like.
Yeah, right on my body. Just right on my body.
I'm right there.
Oh,
yeah,
then...
Callie, you didn't fly up to attack it?
Okay.
No.
That's gonna be a
6th level fireball coming at you because
I'm seeing my friends cast things at the top, and I'm like, I'm not gonna go up there.
Oh, so many
That's
D8.
dangerous.
Sixes.
It
That's
is
where the
a
explosions happen.
a failure for the save.
Ooh, then that's a
Nice.
full 45 points of fire damage, baby.
How?
Yes!
Oh my god.
Yes. Oh, it's not a necrotic spell, but that's okay. I can heal a little bit. The like fireball like hits and just sort of like green flames like envelop all of the like gross heads that are left, and like the eyeballs like shoot off. It's like super gross and
Yeah.
Oh no, she
Oh,
froze.
no.
no.
There
There's
she is.
back.
Back.
I don't know where I left off there.
Eyeballs popping.
Eyeballs
popping.
popping.
Yeah, I'm so glad we left off there. It's super gross and it's just like melting.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
see the eyeballs like sizzle and pop as the like heads just blow away, and the whole body just splits in two around the heart, which falls to the ground. As you see like just sinew and blood pull away as it's seared across the whole thing, as it's just left in this like smoldering heap of stone and flesh. And you see the flesh as as this life force has been peeled away, you can see it start to kind of melt away very quickly and rapidly age. And you can see the tip of the spear is stuck into the edges of this kind of crystalline like hard structure. It does have flesh within it, but it's mostly crystalline and flesh. And you
Are we out
can
in-
also see you are out of initiative, and you see surrounding the whole crater and in the caves there are giants everywhere. They all are just standing. They don't seem to be like, you can see the ones with spears just holding them at their side.
I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna drop and revivify. I'm right beside him, so I'm gonna drop and revivify Finin.
So Finin, as you're being revivified, you feel someone else try to jam diamonds in your mouth. As Kokanee is there.
The second he's up, heal in him. That's 70 hit points he's got back.
Thank you. That's something I need to do. And I'm going to stand up and I'll walk over. I'm going to scrub Spearhead. You weren't worthy of this. And I pull it free.
Okay, you pull it free. You see the heart as you like pull it free. You see it kind of pulse for a second, and it remains intact. But as you grab the spearhead, you feel it naturally gravitate towards the head of the staff.
I let it go into the staff, and I look up at the giants. I go, "Where is your god now?"
So as it connects, you feel your vision fade as you
Where is your god?
As you're saying that, you feel this anger boil inside of you as your vision fades out. As it comes back in, you can feel your face and your cheeks red hot as you see a beautiful throne room. Beautiful crystalline structure lines the wall, and a beautiful purple sericite throne sits before you. You can see standing along either side of the throne armored knights. You can see their skin that is visible is very almost pale white, beautiful golden white gold hair pulled back. You can see each of them has a large sericite crystal floating over their shoulders. Large shields stand at their sides. And you see a beautiful woman standing just in front of the throne. Robes are kind of platinum with purple kind of woven all throughout. You can see her crown is a crystal, a pure sericite crystal crown. And at the other side of the room, walking towards her, you can see two armored drow, sericite spears in hand. And between them, an older drow man. You can see his hair pulled back, wearing dark metal armor studded with sericite crystals. And as the woman kind of stands forward, you see the older drow walk forward and fall to his knees. Lady Zandalar, I've come begging for mercy. My people are starving and we have taken heavy casualties. I ask you, let us leave Illyria and find a new home far away from here. You see the woman step forward. And what assurance do I have, Veyroon, that you would not return one day with a larger army seeking blood and vengeance? I can only give you my word and urge you to think of the love we once shared for each other and our son. And you see the older man looks over at you. That love died a long time ago when you and your people took up arms against us. You, along with those you came with, are sentenced to death and punishment for treason. You should have never come here, Veyroon. You feel the words bubble up from your stomach. Mother, please! As the queen looks over, you see the older man rise, and a flash of dark purple is seen as a purple dagger constructed of energy quickly passes through the queen's body. Her face looks pained as she looks at you as blood pours from her mouth. You hear Veyroon. My people have been subjugated and cast aside by your people for far too long. It is time for the Drow to take their place as rulers of Illyria. You feel yourself once again choke on the words. No! You watch as the two Drow soldiers reverse the gravity surrounding the guards. As Veyroon steps back, you see them all slam into the ceiling. The older Drow walks over to you. Please, join me. Help me liberate our people and drive the Illyrians underground as they did to us. You feel your whole body vibrating with rage, but you are paralyzed. Gripping your spear, you can feel it shake in your hand. The older Drow looks at you. You're a coward and a fool. I had high hopes for you, boy, but your soft heart will get you killed one day. And he disappears in a purple mist as the guards gain the upper hand and kill the Drow soldiers. You hear one guard, shackle him. Take the prince into custody for treason. As you feel your vision fade. I remember what happened, Finin. He was right. I arranged that meeting. I was the one who convinced my mother to hear him out. I didn't want to see the Drow subjected as second-class citizens. It was my fault my mother died. Rysel is right to hate me. The Illyrian Empire never recovered, and thousands upon thousands lost their lives. Their blood is on my hands.
Rilauven, all you did was hope. And the day that is the wrong thing to do, it's the day that the world is truly lost. Your hands are clean, I assure you.
Thank you.
I saw what you saw. The blood is on your father's hands.
And that's where we're going to end it tonight.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Okay, fine.
Thank
Whatever.
Thank you, everyone, for sticking around with us to almost midnight.
Fuck.
Man.
Oh, sorry, it's late,
And
y'all.
that's all that needs to be said.
Yo, thank you to
think so.
all
and
73 of you that stayed till midnight.
Whoa!
Fuck.
And yes,
Well,
you all level up. Yeah, you're all
no
level
more.
15.
I was just
No more
waiting.
flesh to
I was
stone.
like-
No more flesh to stone. That spell's gone.
Folks, we
I
did
just
it.
want to, for the folks at home,
Scene,
it has been
babies.
since May. We have been playing weekly since May, and we haven't leveled up. This is a delightful time.
big one.
Thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight. Big thank you to our amazing partners and sponsors. Please come check us out for Chatwater on Monday, where Sean and Yanis and I talk about all of
We've got a lot to talk
this.
about.
We got a lot to talk about, and
A lot
we're
of lore.
speed run and a lot of lore to go through. And then come hang out with us next Wednesday for Behind the Screen is back for our December month with our special guest Greg from How to Drink to talk to him about his channel and D&D and all goodness. We love all of you. Thank you so much. Are we ready?
Till then.
Till then.
Be safe.
Good night, everyone.
Oh.